Hello, hi Rat. How are you doing? Oh my freaking! Oh my god, I forgot that type of fun. Creepy. Just coming all of a sudden, just smiling like no, nothing's happening. Oh god, that was crazy. Hi Rat, how are you doing? How are you doing this fine afternoon? It's good to see you. Are you excited for chapter 6? Morning. Rat, stop being a cat. Puzzle time. It's puzzle time. I'm excited for it's puzzling. We're puzzling. It's puzzling time. This is something you introduced me to. Making a puzzle about our stuff. This is interesting. So I start off with, the fun puzzle of, deforestation. As you do. As your typical morning, you start with deforestation. No. Clearly, this is a totally original idea. You didn't help me with at all. You totally didn't, introduce puzzling to me at all. It's getting fun already. Got like, some pieces started. Trying to sort things out. This is fun. Doing this alone because I'm not helping you at the moment. I guess I'll lend your hand maybe. Let's see. Ow. Yes. Yes. Puzzling. A lot of things have happened in the last chapter. We had nice, calm, happy reunion with the 4 characters. I see that a new person has joined the puzzling. We had a nice, calm reunion with like all the four main people, the 4 main lesbians, Morgan, Tara, Abby, Maddie. They all came together in the cabin. There's some cute stories. Only happy things happened last chapter. Nothing sad at all. Tara totally didn't get kidnapped by Evelyn in the midst of night, and yeah, nothing bad happened at all. What are you talking about? Nothing bad could have ever happened that last chapter. It's all sunshines and rainbows. All sunshines and rainbows. I forgot to make that smaller so it fits on the screen properly. No, what do you mean faceless clone? There was no faceless clone. That was many chapters ago. I'm sure. Yeah. It was her faceless clone being stolen. Yeah. She's totally fine. Nothing bad could have ever happened to her, whatsoever. Totally. Let's see, what else we have? What are pieces? You got this. You have an eye. With the eye. Yeah, I got pieces. We're doing puzzles. Well, we'll be. My initial plan was just have y'all do this while I'm starting a soon screen, but I guess we're doing it now. Just for fun, we're gonna do it right now, live on stream. Because what else do you do? Let's see. Go anywhere? Puzzles. Maybe 48, maybe 84 pieces was a bit too many pieces for a puzzle to start with. But, oh well, can't do much about that now. Also, thanks for the sub, Rat. I appreciate the subscription. Enjoy your emotes. Oh, cause it's the evil bitch's head. It's the evil bitch's face. Yeah, that random Ella just like sitting there, just casually doing nothing. Sits there. Oh, there's her hand. You have a pizza for her. Okay. Oh, I have a chin. Go here. Yeah. There's a nose. There's another Evelyn piece. Maybe? No. Not yet. Oh, we have her hand. We're slowly forming people. Oh, another eye piece. This goes here, maybe? No, this goes on here. Yeah. Puzzles. I never realized how much I like doing puzzles. So I started doing them on your stream. Puzzles are very fun. Let's see. It's so comfy. Is this very comfy music to be puzzling in the background too? This is nice, comfortable music. It makes you relax. Nothing scary and tensiony about the music at all. Just relaxing, calming puzzle music. No scary undertones at all. Okay, put it up here. It's the top of the head. Eh. Wow. Look at this puzzle go. So many pieces. So much to do. I regret making this puzzle so big. This is nearly impossible to do with this many pieces. Oh, not that one. This one? Yes. Go here? Yeah. We're slowly getting Morgan's head. It's coming into place. Little bit surely she will start existing again properly. Where's the rest of her face? Maybe? No, not yet. Okay. Where's the rest of her mouth? Oh, there's her eye. We're missing one piece of her mouth. Where is it? Where is her mouth? Is this it? No, I don't think so. The frustration trying to force the piece in. Oh. We almost have a whole mouth. Oh, there it is. I see it. I see it. I see the piece. There we go. There we go. Good as new. Oh, you can't even see it on stream. Oh, good as new. Good as new. We're totally where she belongs. Nothing wrong about this picture at all. Very normal, very normal. Let's see. I guess I gotta give her a nose. We have to get her nose back. Big sad. Oh, we almost got a whole Evelyn. We almost got a whole Evelyn, guys. I see her legs. I see her legs. There we go, we got legs. One goes here. Goes here. No, not yet, not yet. Maybe? Where? This? Maybe? And then... now can we put her face down? Oh! She's getting a face. Her face is almost done. Put this here now. Oh! Look at us go! Look at us go, rat! We're making progress on the sad, traumatized child. There's so many pieces everywhere. Evelyn's done. Ew, disgusting. We hate her. Almost there. I messed up. I can't see. What's anything? This. Now it's there we go. Poor sad child, I know. Poor sad child. We're getting places. Goes here, maybe? No, not yet. Okay. Where does it go then? Here? Her nose. There's so many pieces overlapping things. I can't tell what isn't and what's not. Bro. Oh, we're almost done. We almost got our face. We almost have a whole face. We're so close. We're so close. You gotta shove it down there. You gotta just shove it in. Okay. That. Uh-huh. Where does this go? Here. Uh-huh. Oh yay! We're almost there. We almost got a whole picture. Where does this go? What is this? What am I looking? What am I holding? Oh. Oh, we're almost there. Here? No. Where does it go? I can't tell anymore. Here. Uh-huh. Up. I'm very blind. I'm blind to there we go. I'm very blind. Help. Wow. Look at us go. We did it! Wow. Trauma. A traumatized child in the flesh. A traumatized child. We did it. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's take the puzzle away. And since we have such a special guest, what a choice! Yeah, I chose that picture on purpose for the sad trauma that Morgan's going through because Tara's gone. And since we have such a special guest of the one and only Rat, where did I put it? Did I delete it by accident? I might have deleted it. I think I deleted it. Damn. I need to go make it again then. That's awkward. Alright, let me just do that real quick. I think I deleted the thing I was gonna do. Lol. I did. Why'd I delete it? Like, bruh, why'd I delete it? I had it put up and everything. Maybe I wasn't paying attention when I deleted it. Probably. That'd be very funny. Just for rat. Oh, ear wiggles. I didn't see that because I'm so attention doing OBS. Ear wiggles. Trying to ear wiggle my ears. I can't tell. Boop boop boop. Wiggle them. They're wiggled. I can't tell. There you go. We're wiggling. This is very scuffed ear wiggling. This is great. You come for scuffed streams. I love my hair goes in my face sometimes. It's great. Right. I don't usually do this or have this anywhere, but since we have such a special, such a pristine and renowned guest, I am putting a gush mark, a gush counter for fun. I'm stealing your idea, Rat. You got a gush counter up there, just for fun. We're gonna see how things go. You probably know you've already seen this like 2 days ago, but we're gonna see how this goes. I don't know what's gonna happen. You're gonna guess at least 10? Okay. Yeah, good point. Okay, let's jump into chapter 6. Even though it says chapter 5, this is chapter 6. the dramatic music? Oh no, I didn't rehearse a Terra voice. I don't have time to be disoriented before I hit the stone ground hard. I struggle to pick myself up and stand, but before I can, footsteps approach. Evelyn's, of course, and I'm hauled to my feet. She does it with one hand. She's way stronger than she looks.
Hello, Tara.
As expected, we're in the church. She drags me over and throws me onto the altar. I try to resist, but my limbs won't move.
Oh, hey! Thanks for the ride.
I'm scared. More scared than I've ever been in my whole life. But I don't want her to have the satisfaction of knowing it. She walks away out of sight, although I can still hear her close by.
They're gonna come for me, you know. We figured out your whole plan. They're probably already on their way.
Let them. I'll kill them too.
Her tone is casually disinterested. She can't even give me the courtesy of pretending she cares. I wish I could move my head to see her, but I can't. I can't move any part of me other than my mouth. I think this is just the music it's supposed to. Yeah, it's supposed to be playing this music, I think. But why is it so? It's just. I just chose the perfect song. Let's just continue playing the whole chapter. This first segment.
It's always such a nice feeling to return
It's
here.
funny.
Such a sense of renewal and energy. Although, I imagine right now, you don't feel the same way.
Is the volume good? I think I'm gonna increase it a bit. Is the volume good? I can't tell. I think it should be good.
I don't know. I'm digging the ambience.
Evelyn, disgusting. I'm about to die, and I'm making jokes. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? We had a plan, one with a good chance of working. I know that Mads and the rest won't abandon me. Such a terrible moment to— yeah, definitely. They'll just switch it up a little, same as if she'd taken Morgan, like we expected. Honestly, it's probably better for everyone that Morgan's the one who's still free right now. She's less likely to screw something up than I am. Still, it's all I can do. So it's all I can do to suppress the little voice inside me telling me to be afraid, to acknowledge that I'm going to die. Or worse.
Really? You should be thanking me.
For what? I must have missed it.
Because by dying here, you've given poor Morgan another chance. If she runs away now, I have no more need of her. I'll let her live. Of course, if she turns up here with any delusions of grandeur, she'll die along with the rest of them.
A chill run up my spine. Because I know, without a shadow of a doubt, that there's no way she won't come for me. And she won't run away. Still, the way that Evelyn can talk so cruelly about her own daughter makes it hard for even me to keep up my attitude.
You really don't feel anything, do you? You raised her, you lived with her, and even after all that...
Finally! You get something right. I don't feel anything for her. You got something wrong, too.
Evelyn halts, and then walks closer to the altar. Close enough that I can see her wildly diluted pupils The razor sharp points on her fangs.
I didn't raise her. I cultivated her.
Bro, look at that face. That's messed up. Let's try to unpin this puzzle. I forgot to unpin this. How do I unpin this thing again? Like the press this button. Unpin this message. There we go.
From the minute she was born, I prepped her for this fate, to be a worthy vessel. How could I have known that a much more useful one would arrive at my doorstep?
Now she takes a step back, letting the moonlight fall across her. She arcs her back like a cat, enjoying it. She raises an arm, and I'm lifted into the air like a circus performer, suspended from nothing. My arms are snapped to my sides. I struggle as hard as I can, but I still can't move at all. I can't even flail around. Still, her words pique my curiosity, and I'm dying to know what she meant. Since I might be dying anyway, I may as well ask.
More useful how?
She grins.
Because this night is very, very special. For years, centuries even, I've whiled away my time here in Eisenfeld. It's amused me to no end. But I've grown bored of it. I desire to see more of the world. And while any human body would do, I suppose, there's merit in one such as yourself. One with influence and fame.
Oh, I see. I don't know I don't even know the words to convey how disgusted I feel. It's not enough for her to steal my body, but she also wants to pretend to be me? I think the horror I feel must show on my face. And what's that Terra buddy? Buddy Possum, you're a bit late. You missed the whole puzzle. You missed a very enjoyable puzzle with very calm music in the background. Thank you for the head pats. The head pats. Can't wait to puzzle without you, Possum! Because she smirks. As she does so, her skin starts to shimmer and shake. Like there's light just underneath it. A thin thread of ethereal matter, like the spell that she used to bring me here, eeks into existence. It stretches between her hand and my chest. The second it comes in contact with me, I feel like all the strength is sapped out of me. Like I'm being sedated. I hope I'm only passing out and not dying. I'm not sure if the two feel different. It would suck extra hard if I was dying, though, because then my last sight would be Evelyn, sneering cruelly. Just before it all goes black, she managed to get in one last, final taunt.
What an ironic fate for you, don't you think? You came out here seeking magic, and now you found it.
I see. Alright. What an opening to a chapter. Now back to trauma and sadness. It is great. We do love the musical touches. We're up and ready to go, nearly the instant that Terra disappears. It's a shock, of course, but not one that messes up all our plans. I walk to the front door, which is still open and bang in the wind.
I'm going to fucking kill her if she hurts Terra.
Hey yo, she swore! Hey yo, Morgan swore! Hell yeah! Hell yeah, Morgan! Fucking kill her! That was your first gush? Dang. Now my headphone. Oh yeah, damn. Fuck. I guess it's one gush for me. Greatest gush, Morgan swear the best gush. Okay. I mean, where else would you gush in this chapter the first time? Would you gush at the fact that Tara is fucking dying? That'd be concerning if you gush there, Rat, you know? So like, girls saying fuck, yeah.
Tara will be fine. She's tough. Besides, we've got a plan, right?
Good old gush meter message from Rat stream, okay. My headphones being a bitch. I love that. Anyways. You get to make your own gush message, yeah. After a long moment, I nod.
Right.
Maddie turns back to Abigail, who's half hidden by the bedroom door.
Are you sure you want to go, sweetheart? You can stay here.
Of course not. There's no way you're doing this alone.
I'm gonna control the volume of the music. Here we go.
I'm just a little nervous, that's all.
Me too. I'm a lot nervous, actually. We'll be fine, though.
Oh yeah, it's the thing we did in your puzzle. If you keep saying that,
We'll
it'll be
fine,
true,
though.
right? Ignore my mouse scroll wheel being an asshole and just scrolling randomly. I wish I could believe it. I wonder if Maddie even does. I scoop up gelato and wait outside. We need to leave. Now. But I force myself not to rush them along. A minute later, they follow me outside. They run together, passing familiar scenery. We hurry out into the woods. Despite some wind and fog, the night is relatively clear.
Are you sure you don't want me to just take you to the church? I could have us there in a second.
I know, but she can't know about your powers yet. If we arrive too fast, then Evelyn will know something's up.
It would be nice to take the easy way like that. But we can't do anything rashly. Not if it might hurt Tara in the long run.
Right.
We have to wait until her soul is out of its body. That's when we'll send the signal.
Do you know how long that'll last? Like, how long it'll be exposed?
I have no idea. I hope it won't be instant.
You hope?
Yeah, that would really suck if it was. I nod. I wish that I knew more. I really do. But it's magic, and magic is rarely predictable. That's the only thing that I can say with confidence about it. I'm not sure what more I should say. This is where we'll have to part. Even though I'm making the rest of my journey on foot, Maddie and Abigail, we need to use magic to get to the fairy clearing. Before we do, though, there's one last thing I need to say.
Maddie?
Why am I here? Just to suffer.
I know there isn't really time, but I need to say this, since I might not get another chance to.
Geladora nuzzles my chin, reassuring me.
I'm sorry. That doesn't even come close to describing it, but it's all that I can say. For bringing you out here, getting you involved in all of this. I never imagined any of it would turn out this way. So if you still hate me, I understand. I just wanted you to know.
It feels good to have the words out there. I spent so much time apologizing these past few weeks. It is still a bit of a relief every time.
Morgan. Well, first of all, I accept your apology. But I promise, I never hated you. It was my fault for acting like such a bitch when we first got here. And as for everything else, well, some of it might have been Tara's fault, but a lot of it was so, let's get this over with. We'll save Tara, take care of Evelyn, and then we'll all go home. Simple, right?
Not again. I'm not sure I can talk right now. Not without crying. And I hate crying. I wish it were that simple. I hope it will be that simple. But it rarely is. I swallowed a lump in my throat. I have to say something. Oh, there's choices. I did not expect choices. Okay then. You got choices. There's only one way I can keep them safe for good. I promise I'll make it up to you. I'm leaving Eisenfeld, and I'm taking Tara with me. One way or another, it ends tonight. I'm not alone anymore. We can do this together. Ooh. Look at these Morgans. Look at all these Morgans, so determined. And also this one this one just chilling in the background, being all cute. Bro. So many choices. Okay, so this is... Oh... I see. Okay. Hmm. I don't know. Hmm. Ah! What am I saying it right to again? Let me just check. Get this over with. We'll save Tara, take care of Evelyn, and then we'll all go home. Simple, right? Same as yours. Everything has been the exact same, funny enough. You're right.
You're right. It's simple.
Restless one. I take a deep breath. Clear my head as best I can. I've been waiting my entire life for this. My entire bloodline has led me to this point. A chance to end all the pain I've endured. To save someone I love. To make sure the countless people who carry this burden for me will be avenged. And to make sure that no one else will get hurt. How it goes from here isn't just up to me. It's up to all of us. Around us, the wind quickens and grows in intensity. The bright, full moon looms high above us. One last time, I nod at Maddie and Abigail.
Okay, let's go.
This is hardly a plan. It's barely more than an idea. It relies far too much on luck. And everything going our way. But it's all we have. The furious winds tell me that I'm in the right place, as if there were any doubt. When I approach the doors to the church, they blast open. I've been expected. I don't waste any time. I rush in.
Tara floats in midair, suspended by invisible magic. She lies prone, but with her arms and legs apparently locked in place.
She looks dead. A colorful cloud floats above her, with a long trail spiraling down towards her body. I don't even need to be told. I know that it's her soul. It thrashes about as much as a cloud can, but it's seemingly locked out. Below, Evelyn stands, hunched with her back to me. A trail of malevolent white magic tethers her to Terra.
Everyone's appearance has changed drastic. What the fuck? Becoming more monstrous. Her body begins to take on icy qualities, while her face becomes disfigured. Her hair is an icy white.
Moonlight pours through the window behind them, piercing Terra and illuminating Evelyn. When she hears me enter, she stands up straight, her back cracking obscenely. She's disgusting.
Morgan. You came.
Okay then, this is not what I didn't expect. The freaking tears in her goddamn lips, tearing up that whole ass fucking face. Jeez. Her voice isn't the voice I know. It's raspy and inhuman. It echoes around the church louder than it should be, dragging itself from corner to corner.
I knew you would. You always do.
Her body spasms and twitches, no escape, as if electrified still. Her voice remains steady and flat.
Of course I came. You're not taking Terra. You're not taking anyone else ever again.
Hello, Ocean Point Apex Legends. She laughs, but it sounds like a joke. There's no humor in it. It's inhuman.
Do you know how many times I've heard that before? Countless. And yet, here we are. Predictable. You humans always are. Curiously so. You have all this freedom, but you don't know how to use it. Pity, pity, pity. Pity.
Oh my god, her eyes are bleeding. Jesus fucking Christmas.
Soon I'll have taken the body of your friend.
Oh fuck!
You will be dead, and I will be far, far gone.
What the? Jesus fucking Christmas! These are getting worse by the second.
You see, I've grown tired of playing pretend out here in the woods. I've decided it's time for something new. And Tara is going to give that to me.
You'll still be a pretender.
Evelyn seems to notice Jailbird for the first time, and she licks her bloody lips.
You. So, you're here too. Fitting.
Evelyn's gaze narrows. Then her eyes widen once again. She points impertinently at Gaybird and I, and the stone walls of the church rumble in response.
I can tell. You're still no queen. No more than that brat who stands beside you. You're still powerless. Tell me.
Who's the pretender now?
Jesus Christmas! A brick detaches itself from the ceiling, plummeting down straight towards us. I dart out of the way, barely managing to avoid it. I can't think of more names, god dang it. Gelatin yowls as I squeeze her harder than intended.
You're just as pitiful as she is. What did she think you could do? How did you think you had any chance? Or is it just human nature to try, even if you're doomed to fail?
The moon is at its peak, or close to it. If she waits much longer, she won't be able to complete the ritual, and she'll have done our job for us. Maybe she knows this, because she turns away from us once again. I have to stop her. I push my legs forward, but some invisible force pushes back. Like moving through quicksand, I can barely inch forward. Something's protecting her. Inch by inch, I have to keep moving. The pulsing ball of magic starts to form in front of Evelyn, and she focuses intently on it. The light from the moon falls directly on her. Her skin reacts to it. It bubbles and it's bubbling and boiling like hot wax. It must be agonizing, but she doesn't react. Maybe she's beyond pain. Gaylora leaps out of my arms, making her own way beside me. Her breathing is ragged and labored. Neither of us waste energy on more words. I don't know what I'll do if I reach Evelyn. I just know that I can't stand still. The coalescing ball of magic energy continues to grow and grow, taking on a sinister, dark hue. The color of a moonless night. The color of an empty void. It starts to spin, crackle, and shimmer. That's when I realize this isn't for the soul transfer. It's too strong, too unstable.
Before Morgan can finish speaking, a tendril of malevolent energy suddenly shoots out, straight towards her.
It moves too fast for me to react. It pierces me like an arrow. Godless, fiery pain burns through my veins. My whole body stiffens, refusing to move. I can't even cry out. Each individual atom of my body feels like it's being tortured, like a burning needle is being driven through them. I want to scream. I want some sort of release. But I'm not even granted that mercy. Behind the pain, there's a rising, mounting horror. I'm going to die here after all, aren't I? My vision starts to go black. I welcome oblivion. At least then, won't have to hurt anymore. I try to move my eyes to fix it on Terra. If I'm going to die, I at least want my last sight to be a her. Even like this. Can't manage that. All I can see is Evelyn. She says something, her lips moving, but I'm deaf to it. All I can hear is a deep, resonating, ringing sound in my ears, like some perverse bell toll. Then Evelyn's eyes grow wide, wider than before. Gay magic. The air behind her shimmers and shakes just like her magic spell. Empty space tears itself open, and she's sucked backwards like a rag doll. In an instant, the magic and the pain is gone, leaving behind no trace. I fall forward, my momentum having been locked in place with me, and just ahead, Tara crashes to the ground, limply. I stagger to my feet, not trusting my body to support me, but it does. The complete absence of pain is a shock in its own. I feel like I should be experiencing the after effects, but I'm not. All that lingers is the memory. Philadora scurries over to me.
Morgan, are you all right?
I think so. I feel fine, actually. What happened to Evelyn?
She licks the back of her paw for a second, then stops.
I'm afraid that I panicked and I sent the signal to Madison. I tried to help you, but I couldn't. My own power is still weak, not nearly enough to match Evelyn's.
There's no changing it. There's no changing it now. None of this matters if Maddie isn't able to stop Evelyn. It was going to be unlikely to begin with. It looks like we're in a hard fight. Gelato must know as much, too. She pats back and forth, her tail twitching in agitated fervor. I stroke her fur.
Still, thank you. Can you help me check on Tara?
Of course.
We rush over to where Tara lies prone on the cold floor.
Of course.
Fuck you, Mouse. Her soul is nowhere to be seen, which I hope means it returns to her body. I cradle her as tenderly as I can, checking for a sign of a pulse or a breath. I gently prop her against my chest, stroking her hair.
Please be okay. Please.
2 tears drip down my face, landing on hers. I didn't realize I was crying. Jailbird lingers between us, nuzzling her face against Tara's cheek.
She's alive. I can feel that much.
Is she okay, though?
I don't think she should experience any lasting effects from the magic. It's the fall to the...
I'm dumb. I keep pressing buttons by accident.
I don't think she should experience any lasting effects from the magic. It's the fall to the ground that worries me more.
That's true. She fell from pretty high up, onto a stone floor. I wipe away the tears that fell on her, steeling myself to prevent any more. I trace my fingers across the curve of her jaw, down to her lips. They press together, just a bit. Kiss my finger.
Tara! Tara, can you hear me?
That's pretty gay. I'm afraid I let my hopes spring into my heart again. Her lips move, just barely.
I can't hear you.
There's a soft, blessedly warm gust of air against my face, as she sighs and forces her eyes open.
I said, I'm dumb as bricks, babe. It'll take more than head trauma to hurt me.
Bog champ, Tara. She's dumb as bricks, babe. Lol. We love Tara. I pull her up and into a hug, and she pats my back.
You're okay? You're sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Hi, Ruby. How are you? I didn't realize that was Ruby. My brain was like, oh, that must be Rat, because it's just a Rat emote. Yeah, that's definitely Rat. Not someone else. I wet my eyes as we part to face each other once again.
I was so scared.
I wasn't. I knew you'd save me.
I don't deserve someone like her.
Is there any way we can get to Mads? She might need our help.
We both turn to gaze.
I can take us there, but I don't know how much use I'll be once we arrive.
Tara moves to question, but I place a hand lightly on her. Gilbert's barely holding on as is. and her guilt at her inability to do more is palpable. It's all up to Maddie. What'd you realize? Emma's Bricks? Her last name is Brick. Her last name is fucking Brick? I'm sorry, what the fuck? That's hilarious.
Let's go. There isn't much time.
That's hilarious, what the fuck? I help Tara on her feet, and she immediately winces, hissing in pain.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Guess I just hurt my ankle in the fall.
She's able to stand on her own, giving me a shaky smile. I don't like it, but there's nothing I can do right now. At least it's only her foot, and not her head or back. Nor her pussy or her crack. With a graceful jump, Jello hops into my arms once again. I stand next to Tara, who leans against me for support. Like 5 times playing and watching this game, I don't know what's that many. What is dumb as bricks? Don't you mean dumb as bricks? As bricks? I had to double check out to tell this her last name. What means dumb as bricks? A dab. With one hand, I support the cat. With my other, I take Tara's other hand in my own. Then I nod.
We're ready.
Alright. Maddie voice time. Okay, we know Abigail's last name. I forgot what it was, but we know her last name. It was said in the last chapter. Abigail's the last name, guys. Y'all remember her last name? Because I don't either. It's been like 2 days since you last, not 2 days. It's been like a week since you last heard it, guys. You have no idea what her last name is, don't you? Really? Even though they give her a last name in chapter 5, they don't say her last name even though she's given one in chapter 5. This is so sad. What the heck? That's rude. Abigail. What is this? Mario? Mario Jumpman Mario and Luigi Mario? I wish I'd remember what her name was, but yeah. You know what, guys? Let's go find out what her last name is real quick. Let's go find out what her last name is. We're all gonna go find out what her last name is, guys.
But it...
That's good. Think.
Come on. We're gonna find her last name.
We don't have to. And that's...
Oh,
We're gonna find her last name.
Yeah, but
I
know.
Okay.
You don't have to skip button. I forgot the skip button for a minute there. Almost.
Yeah.
Almost. Almost. Like a nerd.
They're okay.
Not yet. Oh, never mind. I lied on almost. Random moaning, random sounds like moaning if you think about it too much.
Don't push it.
So it's like moaning if you think about it too
Having
much. Don't
fun?
think about it too much. Don't push it. Having fun. Don't push it. Having fun.
How do you people sleep in these? Aren't you afraid of just bouncing out of bed? It's not that bad. I suppose tomorrow I can... So, it's about family. Our family. You're a Dulcing as well?
Dulcing. Abigail Dulcing. Having fun? It's about family. It's about having fun. It's about family. Bonk you, rat. Bonk you. Give me a second. Where is it? Boop. Boop. There we go. I'm bonking the rat. Look at her get bonked. Anyways, say goodbye to the happy music, guys. Bye bye, happy music. It was nice knowing you for a minute. Bye bye. Bye bye, happy music. My heart pounds as Abigail and I arrive in this fairy grove. This place has been the setting of my most favorite memories here in the forest. I could have never guessed that it would be where everything ends. Hi, Decker. Welcome. It was Dulcing. Abigail Dulcing. I already wrote that. I can feel the fairies, my subjects, waiting from close by. They don't show themselves, but their presence are like tiny little pressure points on my consciousness. No, I have them, Decker. Thanks for asking. Decker, you gave me a Misdreavus, or like the shiny Misdreavus a long time ago. I also got one a long time ago before as well. Thanks anyway. I have all your things. I'm currently streaming though, so I can't trade you, Decker. They're just as tense as I am. Closing my eyes, I reach out to the forest, asking for its aid. It still hurts badly. It laments the terrible pain that it suffered. Okay. Thank you, Decker. I promise that it'll be okay. It's my duty as queen to ensure it. I hold the forest in my heart and promise to rid it of the moonsick one. Abigail and I walk to the water's edge, nervousness tears at my stomach. Fuck you, English language. I can't think of any goddamn names. I can't think of any more shitty, funny nicknames for Gilladora. Jal. Germain's signal could come at any time. I have to be ready. High above, the moon offers its light to us. The whole lake is dyed in its silver glow, shimmering and refracting and amplifying. Moonlight caresses my face like a lover, warm and invigorating. I indulge in it, letting it sink in through my skin, my roots, my forest. Every little second could be crucial.
How do you feel?
She holds my hand loosely in hers.
Nervous. In a way I've never felt before. Nothing else in my life has ever been this important. There's never been life or death consequences like this. What if I screw up?
I expect to see fear reflect on Abigail's face as well. But when I turn towards her, she looks serene and unbothered. Whammon. Gumby.
I have complete faith in you, Madison. The fairies said that not just anyone could be queen, but that you could. They saw something in you too.
Woman.
We're all putting our trust in you.
Gay
The
woman.
whole forest is, and our friends too. We wouldn't do that if we didn't believe in you.
I wish I could use magic. I wish I could use a magic spell to boost my confidence. For all the power that I hold right now, it sure feels insignificant. So far, everything has come naturally. Moving through the forest, or interacting with its denizens, it's easy. But to use my magic against another being? That's something else entirely. But I can't let that kind of attitude overwhelm me. I can't be defeated before it even starts. Abigail's right. Everyone is counting on me. I can't let them down.
Thank you
For what?
for believing in me.
She leans forward and kisses my cheek.
Always.
Always. That word has meant a lot of different things to me lately. My concept of forever keeps shifting and changing. Even now, I'm not entirely sure what it means. I suppose that, after tonight, I will.
You know, when we were here before, there were times that I wished it could last forever,
Very gay, I
where
know.
it was peaceful and just the two of us. But now, more than anything, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready for us to make new memories. Together.
Nothing would make me happier. When you came into my life, I thought that it would be fleeting, like a nice dream that I might someday look back upon and smile. I didn't dare imagine nor hope for anything more. But now, well, perhaps you've made an optimist out of me after all.
Woo! Mission accomplished! I kissed her forehead, and then her nose, and then her lips.
I love you. More than anything.
I love you too, more than anything.
Together, we face forward. And that's when I feel it. A cold flash of foreign fear. It stabs through my head. And the idyllic scenery. And I realize the origin immediately. Gumby's panicked signal. Hello, creation. I step away from Abigail, clearing a space. I force myself to breathe evenly as I reach within myself, mentally searching for the magic. I call upon the power within me, unlike before when it blossomed and flourished at my request. Now it lies dormant and afraid. I understand, I'm afraid too, but there's no time to be afraid. Using my authority as Fairy Queen, I coax the magic forth. The church's presence aches like an infection, and I promise the forest that I'll help heal it. The magic ripples through the woods. It sets upon the church, finding Evelyn easily. I can't see her in my mind's eye, but I can feel her. Feel her hatred and scorn and fear. So I'm not the only one who's afraid then. That's more reassuring than anything else. If she detects the magic that's coming from her, then I can't tell. At my will, the tendrils of magic wrap around her like vines. Then I stick my hand out, my physical, actual hand, and I pull. The result is immediate. Just above the surface of the lake, a ripple disputes the air as a massive rift opens up. Within seconds, Evelyn falls forward through it, collapsing in a heap to the shore. It's wrong, though. She's still in her regular body. It's not just her vulnerable soul like it should be. Take a fearful step back. Why did Geladora send the signal early? My blood runs cold. What if something happened to her and Morgan? What if she wasn't too early? What if I was too late? I tried to rally my thoughts and concentrate on what to do. She quickly picks herself up, wild eyes casting back and forth. Her appearance is monstrous. It finally fits her personality. Her gaze falls on me, and her lips curl in hatred or disgust.
So, it's you. I see that even death didn't want you. And now here you are, stinking of snow and pine, stinking of them. You wear their clothes, you bear their crown, but you are not one of them.
She lumbers forward, her steps seem pained. She's either dazed from being pulled, or from the effects of her own spell, but I can't count on that to last.
You're right. I'm not. Just like you'll never be a human.
I need to buy myself time while I try to think.
Human? Ah, is that what you think I want? I will be more than human.
A gust of wind stirs up, likely at her calling. The trees shake, and I plant my feet firmly to keep from losing my balance. I feel the barriers in my mind freeze and break away. She's gone. As the world spins around me, the moon shines down on the lake. I search for her presence with my mind, but I can't find her, like a fish that slipped out of the line. I need to calm down. My heart races as my head begins to ache and throb.
You're so fragile, so easily damaged, so easily broken.
The biting wind intensifies, threatening to sweep my crown away. Abigail shields herself with one arm. Evelyn, however, remains unaffected.
What's wrong, little child? Why not make this easy on yourself? I can make it painless for you this time.
Reality and illusion blur and blend, and the fabric of my vision tear. Takes another step forward in my mind, shattering what little focus I had. She's almost close enough so that if she lunged forward, she could grab me by the throat. Instead, Evelyn scratches at her own neck, her nails drawing blood, but she doesn't seem to notice. High in the sky, the moon watches over us, indifferent. I can feel its light sustaining me, the same as it bolsters her. She turns to look up at it, shivering.
Do you know why you were the first to go? Because you were the easiest. All alone, off in the woods. Tragic accidents happen all the time out there. Really, it's my daughter you have to blame for all this. It's a shame you won't get another chance.
I try to find her again with magic, but I can't. It's like she isn't even there. Where her consciousness should exist, there's nothing but a gaping hole. A void that feels familiar somehow. Her eyes glow red as she faces me again.
Looking for me?
My consciousness is immediately assaulted. My head pounds as I feel Evelyn enter it like an intrusive thought. With every push and pull she rips at my soul, my magic quakes under her power. Flickering and fearful. I try to reach out and grab it, pull my own consciousness and strength into me, but every time I get close, it's yanked away. Unrelenting, overwhelming. Die, 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 it echoes and reverberates in my skull. I choke, momentarily forgetting how to breathe. Every single thought, every single idea snatched and destroyed. Can't even see anymore.
I knew it! Your gifts are wasted on you. Queenship is wasted on you. What good is power if you don't know how to use it? All of you are the same.
The searing pain in my head forces me to my knees.
Your friends couldn't save you then, just as you can't save them now.
An unseen force shoves my head upwards, making me look at Evelyn. A peculiar ring blocks out all other sound, except for her words. I'm deaf to the wind, to the forest, to Abigail.
See what you've done. And despair.
She gestures imperiously towards the empty space between us. Just like the portal I used to bring her here, another hole in space rendered itself open. Through it, I can see a glimpse of the murky, stained glass window of the church. Then, it upends unceremoniously, spilling out my friends. Or at least their bodies. Nausea hits me at the sight. Tara is there, her body limp, broken, arms and legs sprayed at an obscene angle. Blood trickles from her mouth beneath her open, sightless eyes. Morgan is also there, in a heap, though her body isn't as mangled as Tara's. A grisly wound stretches from her ear, across her face and down her neck. Blood stains the sand beneath her. Even Dora lies there, motionless. With her back is turned to me, a small puddle of water forms beneath her, spreading as she seems to melt. I scream. I want to run towards them or clutch at my heart, but I'm pinned in place. How? What went wrong? Was this why the signal came too early? I shouldn't have left them alone. I should have gone with them. It's my fault, isn't it? Evelyn's attack on my mind ceases in order to let me truly comprehend the horror before me. As much as I fight it, my heart gives way to whatever Evelyn asks of me. I despair. My feet touch solid ground, and Tara immediately loses her balance. I grab her shoulder to keep her from falling. Dora pants heavily, the magic having taken a heavy toll on her. Maddie, Abigail, and Evelyn are on the far side of the lake. Only Abigail seems to notice us. Even from a distance, the terror on her face is clear.
Come on, they need our help.
Tara takes one step forward and then falls to the ground, clutching her ankle.
Shit!
Just then, Maddie screams in pain or in horror. A sick feeling in my stomach, all three of us turn to look, although there's nothing new to be seen. I know from experience that doesn't mean she isn't in pain. Abigail is tugging at her arm, but Maddie doesn't react at all. She must be beyond even feeling it. And just behind Evelyn, a familiar-looking ball of sinister light is forming, sparkling in the moonlight. Its tendrils jolt and jag with familiar hunger. Maddie doesn't even know. Evelyn turns back and looks at us. A sadistic grin on her face. The tendril of magic shifts and a feeling of impending doom fills my lungs. I look back at Tara. She scowls at her feet as she tries to move. There's no way she'll be able to. I don't have long to act. I turn to run, to confront Evelyn myself. I don't know what else to do. Evelyn, everything has gone wrong. All that matters to me at this point is that Maddie and Tara get out of here. If I have to die for that to happen, then so be it. I hesitate, just slightly. My legs waver as I try to catch a step forward. It's enough for Tara to grab my arm, grimacing with pain.
Where are you going?
To stop her.
Tara's grip tightens.
Not without me, you aren't.
Tara, you can't.
Neither can you. I'm not letting you throw yourself away. Not again.
Damn, that's fucking gay. Something soft paws on my leg. I look down to see Gelato staring up at me.
Both of you.
As sweet as they are, there isn't any time for sentimentality. Every second we spend talking is a second wasted.
Morgan, the moonlight.
I glance up at the sky, but don't notice anything different. The moon shines down on both Maddie and Evelyn, truly invigorating them both. However, it's obvious from the situation that Evelyn is better at using it.
What about it?
It makes magic stronger. With enough of it, and our magic, we can stop her.
Our? Who's our? What do you mean our magic? Oh wait, I forgot you're supposed to be special. I forgot Morgan's supposed to be special. Lol.
Whose magic? Yours and Maddie's?
Her eyes glisten in the moonlight as she stares up at me.
No, Morgan. Mine and yours.
What?
I can't keep the exasperation out of my voice. We don't have time for her to mess around. Gay Mane nimbly climbs up my legs and torso, my heavy sweater protecting me from the pain of her claws. She perches on my shoulder.
Love is its own form of magic. It makes the impossible possible. And I know you have plenty of that.
Stares at Tara. I turn to face Tara, who's been listening to every word. Despite it all, she gives me an encouraging smile.
I don't know anything about magic, and I'm still figuring this love thing out. But I know I believe in you, Morgan. Go kick her ass!
That's pretty fucking gay, my guy. I breathe in deeply. Could try to stop her myself, even if I had to die for it. I would. What Gelato says sounds crazy, but everything about this is crazy. And I don't want to die.
Okay.
Putting all my trust in Jailbird and in Tara. Just like I know they're putting their trust in me. I won't let them down. With one arm, I help Gelato in place. And as fast as I can, I run heading straight for Maddie and Evelyn. Did my mouse just go back a second ago? No, it's not. Okay.
Now do you understand? Everything that you've done still wasn't enough. Even cheating death itself. Now, join them.
Barely on the periphery of my awareness, I can see magical energy coalescing behind her. A spell that's intended to end my life. I need to react. I need to move out of the way, or do something. But I can't. I'm frozen. I can't turn my gaze away from the sight of Morgan and Tara. I couldn't protect them either. I couldn't save them. I deserve this too. I wasted the second chance I was given. Maybe Another presence cuts through the haze of my mind. Give me a sudden spark of clarity.
Madison!
He must have been calling my name for a while.
Madison! It isn't real! You aren't alone!
Her words cut through my despair like a hero's sword. I lock eyes with her. I welcome her into my own head. She's so vibrant, so present, that she forces out Evelyn. Everything that I was feeling just moments before, all of that fear and horror is swept away, and is replaced with only one thing. Love. The part of Gay is stronger than Evelyn. She helps make me myself again. Time itself has stopped. Or rather, it doesn't exist here. Right now, we're the only two people in the universe. I'm aware that this is only a vision, and not reality. Yet somehow it's more than that. Perhaps it's a different kind of magic. We're surrounded by lights, stars flicker, watching us to see what will happen next. I witness both myself and Abigail, but it's not just the versions of ourselves that are here and now. Rather, it's our future together. The two of us happily laughing, smiling, growing old? It takes me only an instant to understand. She's the one imagining it, sharing this with me the same way that the fairies did. This isn't just a wish or a possibility. It's a promise. Both in my mind and in the real world. I take her hands. I don't worry about Evelyn. Because in my heart, I know that we've already won. I look Abigail in the eye, and I say just 2 words.
I do.
That's gay. Focus on the feeling in my hands again, against mine, and the knowledge that she's with me. I steady my breathing and face back towards the scene that Evelyn's conjured. Only now do I notice that the imperfections there. Morgan's sweater is the wrong color. Kira's hair clips are the wrong shape. Even the markings on Gelidor's fur are different.
You liar!
I should have known. They were just more illusions. Always illusions with her. I almost fell for the same trick twice. But it won't work again. Before my eyes, the fake image flickers and then dissipates, vanishing entirely. For the first time, everyone takes a step backwards, shaken by my resolve. The spell she had been charging collapses into nothingness. She shudders yet again, harder than before. She shakes so hard that it looks like she might fall apart. But she doesn't. And when she faces me again, there's still murder in her eyes. Evelyn takes a decisive step forward and now stretches her hand towards me. She opens her mouth, bearing rows and rows of teeth at me. I feel Abigail press into my side, and the vision disappears. Just then, I spot Morgan running towards us, Gelidora in her arms. The real Morgan, with the real Gelato. As they approach, I feel Gelato's thoughts collide with my own. She sends me an apology for the signal, conveying it in an instant everything that had happened. Then, she sends a request, along with 2 words. I'm ready.
Maddie! The lake!
Even Evelyn turns around to see what Morgan's talking about. Then, without warning, Morgan turns and dashes into the pond with Gelato still in her arms, submerging them both in the water as they vanish from sight. Tara skids to a stop, watching the spot where they disappeared as the shimmering surface of the pond scatters moonlight. I understand. What I hope is the last time I draw out the magic that the fairies have entrusted with me. I coax it out of every nook and cranny of the forest, from the frozen ground underfoot to the highest reaches of the tallest trees. I implore the forest to help me. Within an instant, I can feel its response. From the fairies, hidden out of sight. From the forest spirit, waiting for longingly in its grove. From Alma's mother, her child taken from her unfairly. From Morgan and Gelidora, putting their fates in my hands. From the very moon itself. I move with the easy confidence of doing something that I know I was born to do. All my short time as Fairy Queen has been building up to this moment. I step forward, bolstering with energy, and no longer afraid. I feel out the gaping hole where Evelyn's mind should be. The black, vile reminder of the existence she forsook, and the lives that she stole. I find her like a roach, scattering, afraid, and I bind her. I'm sure that it sears her like fire. She shudders and shivers and quakes in the moonlight. Moon sickness. After that, I let go. I release it all the magic and the power that was given to me. I let it flow out of my fingertips on its way back to its rightful owner. I can see the arc of the magic as it descends into the lake, where I know Theodora is waiting for it. Then, as the last vestiges of it leaves my body, the vision of it disappears and the warmth of the moonlight vanishes, leaving me cold. The thousands of voices and consciousnesses quiet and then go still, leaving me all alone in my own head once more. My dress returns to its proper form as just a jacket, and the flowers wither and shrivel away into nonsense. Not death, the crown of my head crumbles to dust, rushing past my ears before it's blown away. At the same time, Morgan resurfaces and swims to the shore, where Tara is waiting for her. The moonlight is endlessly refracting through the water. Where it shimmers and sparkles beneath the surface, I can see her. Theodora crests back through the surface, her true form restored as she accepts the mantle of Fairy Queen once again.
Theodora's true form as Fairy Queen is as beautiful as a beautiful woman garbed in an ornate white and blue dress with a snowflake adornment.
A shining dress of color and fresh-born snow adorns her, glittering as bright as the stars overhead. Water streams down her in little bullets. I can't read English. Some turn into ice or frost on the way. She's breathtaking. Her dress was pretty, but didn't suit her nearly the same way as the role of Fairy Queen seems to suit her. Even Evelyn is speechless. Theodora closes her eyes for just a moment. Her breathing slows almost impeccably, imperceptibly, but just enough that I involuntarily step backwards. Her movements mirror the ones I performed just moments ago. Theodora's stance is more experienced, more graceful, but I recognize it. She's calling upon the forest magic. Then she raises one hand high. The moon seems to glimmer at her fingertips. In one swift motion, she swings downwards. Moonlight trails behind her. It pierces Evelyn like a spear, fatal and true. Her whole body convulses as her moon sickness wreaks its terrible havoc on her. Her flesh bubbles and rolls as it tries to escape the dying spirit within. It's a gruesome sight, and I look away, turning instead to Abigail. She holds me tightly as I watch Theodora approach the shore. I can hear the buzzing of fairies, just out of sight as they start to return to greet their queen. I don't even have to connect to the forest to know that it's rejoicing. It's over. We've won. I stand there on the shore, hardly daring to move. I keep expecting Evelyn to reappear, more powerful and furious. Or worse, for all this to be an illusion as well. But it isn't. Not a trace of Evelyn remains, neither body nor soul. Theodora stands on the ground where she last was. The Fairy Queen's eyes are closed in mourning. Not over losing Evelyn, of course, but over losing the fairy she'd once been. I look down on myself in my regular clothes once more, in my flesh and blood body. I shiver a little in the breeze. It's a miraculous feeling. Then I turn and pull Abigail towards me, and we wrap our arms together around each other in the biggest hug imaginable. Neither of us say anything. We don't need to. From the side of the lake, Morgan and Tara approach us. Tara is limping, leaning on Morgan for support. They both look a little bruised, but not too badly off. Abigail and I walk over to meet them.
You did it, huh? You really did it.
Yeah, we did.
It's still sinking in.
Morgan, Tara, are both of you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
I'm good too. Messed up my ankle when we got here, but it's nothing too bad.
And your head.
Hey now, I already said not to worry about that one.
For better or for worse, it really is important. It really impossible to face Tara. She could have died several times within the last half hour, but here she is, cracking jokes. I really admire that about her.
Are you sure you're all right, Morgan? You kind of just jumped into a lake.
That's fair. She just jumped in the lake.
And it was totally badass.
Yes, I'm positive. Thank you for worrying about me, though.
That's what family's for.
Yeah, family, Pog. Family. The two of them exchange a smile. As they do, I look up at the sky once again. And for just a moment, I close my eyes. In my head, I offer a word of thanks to the forest, for its protection, and for everything it did for me. A chilly breeze blows in response. A loud buzzing fills the air, and then we watch the swarm of fairies as they rush towards us from the trees. I step back to stand beside my friends as the fairies arrive, joyously fluttering above Geladora's head. A bright smile illuminates her face as her people welcome her home. They don't speak, their need for human language now gone. They don't acknowledge me at all. I strain to try to spot Hay or Frio or Anon, but I can't. I'm sure they're there amongst the rest of the hive, but they don't pay me any mind at all. Maybe that's for the best.
So this is like really cool.
She and Morgan are both watching, somewhat awestruck.
When we get home, Mads, you've gotta write an autobiography. Either that or the best fantasy novel ever. I'm sure you can make millions off the book deal.
Probably. I wrap my arms around Abigail.
I'm good. I've got everything I need right here.
Oh, that's fucking gay. Hell yeah, I love them. So gay. Abigail grins, putting her arm around me in turn. Tara groans and makes an exaggerated gagging noise.
Okay, if you're gonna be that sappy all the time. Then
Morgan interrupts whatever the consequences will be by leaning forward and kissing Tara on the lips. That shuts her up fast.
Then we'll just have to outdo them, right?
For maybe the second or third time ever, Tara looks like she doesn't know what to say. But in a good way. We all laugh. Geladoura approaches us, the rest of the fairies forming a cloud above her head.
So, it's over. There's much to be done. The forest will need time to heal and recover. It will take years, but it will happen. Thank you, all of you. Mere words cannot express how grateful I am. How grateful the forest is.
So pretty. I love her.
Especially to you, Morgan and Abigail. Your family has suffered so much over the years.
That's right. Geladoura was there with Morgan throughout everything. She's the only one who can ever come close to really understanding what Morgan's been through. Gush?
It's over
Okay,
now, though.
fine.
Just like the forest, it'll take time to heal and recover.
We'll save real quick just in case I lose progress by crashing. From the snow life. From snow life. Fog.
We'll be okay.
I know you will.
Yelidora faces away from me, looking out towards the forest at large and towards the waiting cluster of fairies, her domain, and her people.
What about the folks back in Eisenfeld? What'll happen to them?
I guess they live a normal life, do whatever the fuck they want.
I imagine they'll recover from the glamour rather quickly. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't even remember Evelyn's existence. There might be some difficulty as they figure out who will manage their affairs.
She turns back to us now, smiling. In particular, she looks at Morgan.
But I don't imagine any of you will be around to concern yourselves with that.
Right.
At the same time, Morgan and Tara reach for each other's hands. They smile at each other, meeting halfway.
And you, Abigail, are you looking forward to leaving?
Certainly. I've heard so much about the rest of the world from Madison and from Tara already that I can't wait to see it myself. Although, I'm a little nervous about, what were they called?
Airplanes?
Airplanes.
Yes, those. I do hope they're safe.
Don't worry, they only crash like once every a million times or something at best. Right? Yeah, once in like a million or something, it's fine. She looks to me for support, and I put my arm around her.
It'll be fine. I promise.
She'll have a lot to get used to in the modern world, but it seems like she's just as excited to experience as I am to show it to her. Even Morgan will have some acclimating to do. After spending her whole life with Eisenfeld's limited amenities. It's fine though, as Morgan mentioned. We have so much time. The Fairy Queen smiles at us again.
I see. If you don't mind, I'd like to show you just one last bit of magic. Something long overdue.
The new force spirit thing? Stretch? Okay, I'm stretching. I'm breaking my back. My back is being broken. Okay. Posture up. Time for water. Water. The four of us look at each other and then nod in assent.
Lead the way.
Yelidora takes us around the pond to the far side, right to the boundary of the bare ground and covered snow. She kneels down, scraping together a mound in her hands, while the rest of the fairies watch from above in reverent silence. Their usual, keen, muted. For now. The ball of snow in Yelidora's hand is shaped and smoothed out as she alternates between scraping and patting it. Soon I realize the form it's taking. That of one of the fairies. Yelidora then gathers several other materials from the forest debris. Pine needles, a soggy leaf, a couple tiny pebbles, and even more objects that I can't see. She arranges the pebbles on her snow sculpture to form a face. Then, she deftly weaves together a few sodden pine needles and ties them around the back of its head. I realize that they're supposed to be glasses, or at least an imitation of them.
Madison, it's you!
As Yelidora wraps the leaves around the snow fairy, I realize that Abigail's right. It's not an exact replica, of course, but it's definitely supposed to be me. Once it's complete, Yelidora lifts the tiny model from the ground, holding it in her cupped hands like a treasure. For a second, I think she's going to hand it to me, She walks right past and heads to the shore of the pond. With her back to us, she lifts her arms, holding the tiny sculpture aloft. The moonlight shines down on her, illuminating the snow in her hands. The air around them starts to glimmer and sparkle. The light of the moon refracts off the nothing. Jidadora's whole body glows with a soft white aura that's brightest in her hands. Then, the little fairy in her hands flutters to life and flies into the air. After just 2 beats of its fragile wings, it turns and joins the rest of the swarm, where it's immediately accepted into the fold. The Fairy Queen turns back to face us, the sparkling magic now common once more.
A tribute in your honor. This was the first birth of our people in over a century, ever since I was first bound.
Damn! Over a century? Not hand-holding? What do you mean? Not hand-holding. What lore are you talking about?
Through this little one, your memory will live on in these woods.
Thank you. It's an honor, really.
Truly still a revolutionary with words, Maddie. Always great with your words. It's a bit strange to me that she'd choose me as the model, rather than Morgan, whom she knows much better, or Abigail, who's far more intimidatingly, intimately connected with the forest. After all, it's not like I did a whole lot as Fairy Queen. Still, the gesture is touching. I watch the little fairy for as long as I can until it's assimilated into the rest and impossible to keep track of. Tara's positively green with envy.
Before you leave tomorrow, will you come join me for a final time? We have one last farewell to make.
She looks at Abigail as she says it. Abigail's eyes widen, and then she nods.
We've got a late train, so it's easy to do.
You already got his tickets home?
Hell yeah! One of us has to be on top of things around here.
Rude much, Tara? Wow. Initiative? She smirks and I playfully smack her shoulder. Going home. Just the thought of it is exciting. The prospect of returning to our normal lives without having to fight for them. By now it's sort of like a dream. But for once, one that I know will come true. Ah! They're gay! They're naked! Damn! Once again, I wake up before Abigail does. Booba! Booba? 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 Fine. Is that really a gush, though? Was that really a gush? Was that? Are you sure? Fine. Fine. If you're so sure about it. Hey, yo, Booba? That isn't as close to as big enough for both of us, but it doesn't stop us from getting a full night's sleep. She lays nestled against my side, breathing peacefully, while I contemplate the sunlight streaming in. No matter where Tara and I travel to, I'm always looking forward to being home. It's especially true now. It feels weird to imagine that this time tomorrow, I'll be on a plane over the sea. We still have a long day ahead of us. Our train doesn't depart until the afternoon, and then it's hours to the city. At least it'll be much more cheerful than my trip out here, when it was just Tara and me. For as long as I can, I just remain in bed, cuddling close with Abigail. It's so nice to be able to just turn off my brain and relax. No deadlines, no threats, no flickering in and out of existence. Peace. It isn't too long before her eyes flutter and drift open. She yawns, cuddling even closer to me without moving the rest of my body. I turn my head and face her, and our noses brush together.
Good morning.
Good morning, Madison.
How'd you sleep?
It was the best sleep I've had in 200 years.
Respectfully, Ayo, we're so joking. She smirks and I laugh too.
That joke never gets old. Fitting.
Yeah. Fitting. Abigail moves in even closer, draping herself across my arm and shoulder like a cat. Her hair falls across my face and I blow it away with a playful puff of air.
What about you?
Better than I have in months.
It's true, we both passed out pretty quickly after getting back to the cabin last night. Even the excitement of the day's events couldn't keep us up.
Will our bed in America be this comfortable?
Better,
Oh,
nothing
it's
more.
even better. Although BT, our cat, really likes to sleep up there. So you might have to fight him for the spot.
BT will have to find somewhere new to sleep because I don't want to share you.
Bruh. Look at Abigail, smug as fuck, as usual. Look at her go. She shoos away the imaginary cat with one hand. I love her.
Maybe he'll like Morgan. She's gotta be used to having cats around by now. Gilladura counts. Technically?
Technically?
Our home will be so lively, won't it?
Absolutely.
I can't wait.
Me either.
The sounds and smells of Morgan and Tara preparing breakfast, wafting through the bedroom, eventually stirs us back into gear. I pack what little clothes I brought while Abigail gets dressed.
Good morning.
Meowdy meow.
Rat! Really? Wait, who said that actually? Was it Rat? I forgot who said that. Someone said this. Really? Was it Rat? I feel it was a Rat. Was it Rat? You. It wasn't Rat, was it? Who said it? My brain is shit. Bruh. Said the thing. One of you is fucking came in here saying meowdy and y'all. Bruh. You're fucking cringe. You're fucking cringe, affectionately though.
Please don't ever say that again. But, good morning.
It was you, Possum. Possum, you're the culprit. How could you?
Hello, what are we eating today?
I know what I forgot what it was. I know where I was here like really early. Lol. I'm not really. She was here like she typed in like a minute before I hit the starting stream button, which is funny. It was great.
Wow, you don't waste any time, huh?
I've wasted a lot of time not eating, and I intend to fully make up for it.
You're in luck. I brought over all the food I had at home, so there's plenty.
I mean, who else is gonna use the food at your home? Evelyn? She set the platter of pastries on the table, and Abigail immediately dual wields a blueberry muffin and an everything bagel. I want to see this drawn. I want to see this drawn, just dual wielding fucking a blueberry muffin and an everything bagel.
Wait, you already went all the way to town and back and then made breakfast?
Yes.
Whoa,
Isn't she amazing?
you're too gay for this, Tara. Morgan blushes. That might be the first time I've ever witnessed that. That's fuck boy. Crumbs litter the table. The aftermath of Abigail's enthusiastic eating. I've never met someone so delighted to just be eating food.
Have as much as you'd like. I'll bring the rest with us on the train.
That's a lot to bring on the train.
I'm not sure we're gonna have to worry about leftovers.
Abigail grins in agreement. After we finish, I help take all the dishes back into the kitchen and set them by the sink. Morgan starts washing them right away.
I'm not sure who I'm washing these for, but it feels wrong to just leave them dirty.
Yeah, I think that'd be really bad to have mold in a cabin just sitting here in the winter alone. Even if no one's gonna be using this, it feels wrong to just have dirty dishes in a sink, leaving them.
What'll happen to this place once we're gone?
I guess someone else will buy it, probably. She shrugs.
I'll leave the key in my shop. I don't really care beyond that.
That's fair.
It's nice to not have to.
She wipes the plates dry with a towel, and then we go back into the living room. The rest of the cabin is already immaculate. The blankets are folded, the furniture is realigned, everything is in its place. I'd even say it's tidier than when we arrived. I give my bedroom a final once-over, looking for anything I might have left behind. Of course, there isn't anything. I shut the door behind me. The action has a sense of finality to it. Everyone else is waiting for me in the living room.
So we're going out into the woods one last time, right?
Yes. I need to say goodbye to a friend.
Whoa, you know someone else in the forest? Is it Elvis?
No, it's not Elvis, Tara. As much as we want to be Elvis, it's not Elvis. It's not Elvis, Tara.
You're never gonna let that go, are you?
Who's Elvis?
Don't worry about it. Tara's just being dumb.
Don't worry about it. Tara's
Aren't
being dumb
I
as usual.
always?
Yes.
You got me there. Anyway, you'll see when we arrive.
I don't want to spoil the surprise. Plus, I want Abigail to be able to share a peaceful farewell. Especially remembering what she told me before about the Fairy Queen and the Forest Spirit. Forest. Well, we head outside and into the forest. For the first time since we got to Eisenfeld, it's not that cold out. In fact, it's even a bit warm. I wonder if that's a coincidence, or if it's also something to do with Evelyn being gone. Neither would surprise me. Oh. Why do you look so soulless? Morgan, you okay there? Morgan, you okay? Hello? We haven't gone very far from when Jaladora appears, popping into sight just a few feet away. Her arrival is silent. No smoke, no sound or anything like that. Just 1 second is empty and next she's there.
Good morning.
Morgan and Tara both flinch at her sudden arrival, but Abigail and I are unfazed.
I've been waiting for you. I could feel the four of you into the forest.
That's awesome! So your fairy sense started tingling?
Tara, you're a fucking nerd. Jaladora tilts her head, perplexed. Tara really needs to learn her audience out here.
Anyway, if you're prepared, I'll take you on the rest of the way. It would take far too long to walk.
Anyways, moving on. The five of us join hands. Jaladora stands between Morgan and her and me, the main characters. Her hands are cold, but not unpleasantly so. In the time that it takes for me to blink, we're teleported to the grove of ancestral trees. Even without being one with the forest, the magic in the place is palpable. It soaks into the earth and trees, and the air is sweet. We approach the ancestral grove with careful, quiet steps. The destruction that Evelyn caused is more prevalent here. Streaks of ash still blemish the surrounding trees, painful reminders of the one she slew. Just ahead I can see the clearing, where I know the forest spirit will be. Jaladora steps aside, gesturing for Abigail and I to continue on. We do. When the spirit comes into view, I see terror gasp from behind me. The spirit looks even weaker than the last time I saw it. If previously it looked old, now it looks downright ancient. Its once terrifying eyes have lost their luster. Its wooden body is even more knotted and wrapped than before. It's so small.
Is this your friend?
Yes. Without turning around, Abigail nods.
For all these years we've been together. It was the forest spirit who saved my soul when Evelyn came for my body.
Abigail reaches out a hand, going to the forest spirit's side like every time before. I also keep my distance.
Abigail.
I know. It's time, isn't it?
Gillador nods. The forest spirit peers down at the girl by its side. It's sure that it loves her back. Abigail takes a single step backwards, and Gillador moves to her side. Then the Fairy Queen raises a palm and presses it against the forest spirit. The sensation of magic gathering is familiar to me by now, even though this time it's flowing past me, not into me. Gillador calls life from the surrounding trees here, where life is more vibrant. The ground ripples under her feet, surging with unseen power. Sunlight beaming onto us is warmer. Everything is glamorous, happily alive. The forest spirit's twisted form starts to change and morph, not in a painful way, like how Evelyn died, but much more peaceful. Jagged shards of wood soften and retract. Its two legs start to stitch themselves together into one solid trunk. Its arms stiffen, reaching outwards and upwards, slowly regaining the colossal height that it once possessed. Roots appear and bury themselves underground as the forest floor itself rises a little to accommodate it. I remember now that Abigail mentioned before that one of the Fairy Queen's duties was to help the forest spirit pass on, and with Gillador missing for so long, it was impossible. I wonder how many decades or centuries this one had existed before meeting Abigail. No wonder all the trees here have been had such vibrance. No wonder this is the center of life in the forest. Just like the process that made me Fairy Queen, there's little pomp and circumstance and pomp and flair. The transformation, but instead it feels intimate and calm. When Gillador retracts her hand and the magic dissipates once more, the thing is still and silent. Abigail says goodbye to the forest spirit, just turned into a tree. Abigail kneels to the ground before it, with the forest spirit's eye being the only recognizable part of it. Abigail falls to her knees at the base of the newborn tree, the spirit's great eyes slowly sliding down the trunk, a final magical motion, until it's level with her face. Despite the tears in her eyes, Abigail manages to smile.
Hello, old friend. Thank you for everything you've given me. Not just company, but another chance at life itself. I'll miss you. I really will. More than I'll miss anything else here. I'm sorry I wasn't around much lately, but I hope you know that I was very happy. Even when it was just us. Even when there was no one else.
She reaches out, touching her hand to the tree just like the Fairy Queen did, except it isn't a regal, powerful touch. It's delicate and soft. She presses her forehead against the tender bark, not bothering to wipe away the tears.
And I hope you know that I'll be even happier now. You don't have to worry about me. I'll be okay.
Abigail remains there for a long moment, the forest spirit's eyes watching her as best as it can, for as long as it can. Slowly, it goes dim. The red light fades to gray, and then the same plain brown as the rest of the tree. Within moments, it's indistinguishable from the rest of the forest. Abigail looks back up and notices the change. She brushes her hand across the sightless eye, and then she rises to face Jelidora.
Thank you.
I'm sure you made its life that much more wonderful as well.
I hope so. Tara, do we still have time before we have to board our train?
Couple hours, yeah.
If it's no trouble, I'd like to return to the Fairy Grove one final time.
I'd be happy to take you.
Tara and Morgan nod in approval. They've both been keeping pretty quiet, although that's only unusual for Tara. Still, glad that she's being considerate of the solemn mood. Once more, Jelidora takes her hands and transport us to the fairy clearing. There's no evidence here of what took place last night. While there aren't any deer this time, a few birds are in their nests. All is right in the grove. It's a little strange to not instantly feel the presence of the fairies in my head. I'm sure they're close by, but like usual, they keep their distance. As soon as we regain our balance, Abigail wordlessly starts to head for the shore. Tara taps me on the shoulder.
Hey, me and Morgan are gonna take a walk. Give you two a couple minutes.
Sure. Thanks.
The two of them set off at a leisurely pace around the water. Jelidora goes with them. She and Morgan will surely want to say goodbye as well. Abigail's already down by the water, and I move to join her. Her hands grasp mine, and she squeezes tightly. She breathes in deeply. I do the same. The air is crisp, but refreshing. This place has been so special to both of us that I'm a little bit sad to leave it behind as well. I know that's nothing compared to how Abigail must feel. I don't speak. I'm sure that in her heart, Abigail's saying her final goodbyes to this place. I'll let her be the first to speak. We stand there in comfortable silence for a while, hand in hand.
I said before that I had come to love the forest as much as I possibly could, but now, when we're about to leave, I realize that I was wrong. Because I love it more now than I ever have before. It isn't that I want to stay, but rather that I never had the opportunity to miss it. And now, on the eve of my departure, I'm sure that I will.
Hey, I'm hydrating. I'm drinking my water. I'm stretching. My back is being cracked once more. My bones. What do you mean I'll need it? What does that mean, Rat?
I think there's a certain kind of love that comes from having something, but there's a different kind of love that can only come from losing it.
To my surprise, she isn't crying. In the past, when we've talked like this, it's been accompanied by tears, both joyful and sad. But now, when I look over at Abigail, she looks determined. Determined to be happy.
Just because you leave something behind doesn't mean you've lost it. It just means that you have to learn to love it in a different way. When you look back on something and it makes you smile, that counts too. love isn't just about moving forward. Sometimes it's about looking back. This place will always be special to you. And to me. In different ways.
Favorite quote? Okay.
What if I forget? What if someday I can't look back and remember what it looks like? What if I can't remember how it felt the first time we kissed? What if I forget how happy I am right now?
Even if you forget, you'll still carry it with you. It's still a part of who you are. It made you the person you are today.
Ow. Nick, fuck you! What are you fucking sentimental and shit, and you're gonna bonk me in the head? How about ruining the fucking mood?
The memories aren't what's important. What's important is how they help you grow.
We got quiet again after that. I'm surprised. I surprised even myself with those words. When I look back 5 or 10 years, or even 50 years from now, I wonder how I'll feel about this time in my life. Not just the forest and all the magical things that have happened, but everything that led up to it. Working on Terra Normal and all that we accomplished there. All the dreams that I put aside for it, but also the new ones that it instilled in me. I still have a lot to figure out, and feelings to sort through. But now, the future doesn't seem too ominous and scary. In fact, I'm looking forward to it. From behind us, I can hear the sounds of Morgan and Tara approaching once more from their walk. I squeeze Abigail's hand and she starts to lean back. She starts to lead me back towards our friends.
Come on, let's go home.
All aboard! The train conductor yells out his iconic line, and there's a loud hiss as the train begins to move. It feels like something out of an old-timey film, but I suppose that's more than appropriate for how our journey has gone so far.
Ow, my back, again.
Beside me, Abigail sits with a white-knuckle grip on the seats, alternating between staring out the window and making sure the ground is still beneath her. Across from me, Tara and Morgan sprawl across each other, all pretenses of not a couple abandoned. As for me, I drink it all in, with a smile on my face. Every one of us deserves this.
Not a couple.
We pull out of the station, and I gaze out the window alongside Abigail. On the way in, I remember how scary and foreboding the forest looked, and how it felt like entering another world. Now, on the way out, I certainly won't miss it, but I'm not afraid anymore. I wonder if Gilladota is watching us, somewhere out there.
Hey, Mads.
Of course Tara's the one to break the silence.
How proud do you think my folks will be that I finally got around to adding forged government documents to my criminal record?
What? Oh yeah. Never mind, the two of them, of course.
I just have to laugh. I can't even be mad at her for this one, because there's no way we're getting Abigail into the country otherwise. I'm not sure how she did it. Maybe that's a brand of magic of her own.
Like, how did she fucking forge government documents for a passport?
What will be the first thing we do when we get back?
Asks Abigail.
Get you a proper identification, I think.
Oh, you know we're gonna party!
From where her head rests on Morgan's lap, Tara still manages to strike a pose.
We've got New Year's coming up. Plus, Maddie's birthday is the day before.
Oh, cute.
Both Abigail and Morgan's eyes widen. I try to brush it off. Every year, Tara swears we're going to go all out for my birthday. Every year she takes like 2 drinks and passes out, or falls out of her bar stool, whichever comes first.
We're gonna go all out. Fucking hell. Voice actors are pog. We're gonna go all out. Hell yeah.
Morgan, Abby, both of you drink, right?
I do. It's been quite a long time since I have, of course, but I'm certainly partial to it.
Hell yeah.
You both know what that means then, right?
Tara's question is met with 3 blank stares.
Drinking contest!
Oh, okay.
Oh god, Tara. Not again.
No point in drinking on the person who hasn't drank anything in minimum 200 years. Are you sure about this, Tara? That's gonna kill her. Let's not kill Abigail when we just got her back, like, days ago.
Come on, you're okay with Morgan and Abby watching you drunkenly sing MCR, right?
No, I'm not okay. While Tara launches into an extremely exaggerated version of my last birthday party for Morgan and Abigail's benefits, I find myself looking out the window, watching the world go by once again. There's so much that I'm looking forward to when we get home. Teaching Abigail about the world, going back to school. I'll also do my best to help Morgan take over the duties on the show. Maybe I'll even come back to guest star in an episode or 2.
That sounds fun and cute.
For so long, I wanted the world to slow down. Just a little bit. So I could catch up, figure things out, figure myself out. If there's one thing that being dead and hearing Abigail's stories taught me, it's that I don't want to look back later with regret. Just like I told her at the lake, we have a lot of good memories left to create. I intend to savor every minute of them. I listen to the conversation, laughing along even while I daydream about the future. My heart is happy here, even if my head's in the clouds right now. Abigail leans into my side, giggling at some joke whose punchline I missed, but I smile all the same. She'll make an optimist out of me yet. If there's one thing that we have now, it's time.
Oh. Yes.
And as for everything else, well, I'm sure the world won't mind if I keep it waiting just a bit longer.
You're making an optimist out of me yet. Lol, I love those lines. I love them. Great. I know there's an epilogue. I've seen the gallery. I've seen things in the gallery. Like the fact that they don't have the whole gallery. It's great. I've seen there's an epilogue thing, so like, okay, there's an epilogue. I regret turning the music down now. I'm afraid to click the pause menu. I'm afraid to click the pause menu. Part of the World Endings theme, composed and produced by In Love with the Ghost. Vocals and lyrics by I can't read that name, but yeah, that's the person who did it. The Woods. That's Studio Elon. You cried here? Okay. And the final? Damn. You can buy the single by itself, can't you? For like $4 or something? Or not $4, that's $4, yeah, like $4 or something like that? Yeah, you can buy the CD by itself. I don't know. I know last time I checked, which was like last week, you could still buy the ending theme on a CD. I don't know if it's still available. I don't know if it's still sold out yet or not. I know they sold out on the vinyl like a long time, like really early in the Leaving Soon. This was also sold out. The Tara and Abigail? The Tara and Abigail, a fairy tale kitchen, are sold out as well. Yeah, everything, all things are sold out. The Terra Abigail Fairy Tale keychain are sold out. You can still get the Morgan and Maddie Fairy Tale keychains. They're just real hard in the making of this game. They're still available. Last time I checked, like last week ago, so I don't know. Still available. Thank you for playing. Make the game fun. Epilogue time. Don't minimize the game, me.
Madison, look! There it is!
No, don't, stop, game, don't, fuck, I knew it would do that, I knew it would fucking crash, the moment I tapped back into OBS, I fucking knew it would happen, I knew it was gonna do that, I knew the moment I tapped out into OBS, it started fucking crashing, and it crashed, I goddamn called it, I knew it would happen, goddamn you game, always crashing when I open OBS. Maddie, look! A crash! It doesn't have the ending theme? What do you mean? What the fuck's a CD? What's a CD for? What's on the CD if it's not the thing? Oh, of course it doesn't have memory because it crashed.
Better. Well, no. Maybe he'll like Morgan. She's gotta be used to having cats around by now.
Auto clicker to the rescue. Auto clicker existing to the rescue. Hold control. It doesn't do anything.
Our home will be
absolutely.
I can't.
Me either.
Every time I crash it forgets the fact that it has memory of me doing this thing. So. Auto clicker.
Anyway.
I'm gonna save real quick just in case. Don't lose this. Back to clicking. Auto clicker pog, am I right?
Sure.
There we go. Skip the credits. Skip credits.
Madison, look! There it is!
Abigail reaches out the open window to point to the ocean, sparkling in the summer sun. My heart pounds as I hear the pure joy in her voice. I have an auto clicker, but I haven't used it in so long. The instant the train pulls to a complete stop, she and Tara bolt for the door. Morgan grins at me and stands to follow them. I'm right behind her. Alright, gang. This is it.
All four gals head to the beach for a day of fun in the sun. Tara is leaping for joy while holding a paranormal t-shirt. While wearing a paranormal t-shirt complete with UFO and rainbow. Maddie and Abigail are both in white speechwear. Morgan has cut her hair short and watched them with a smile.
Smell that air. Feel that ocean breeze.
You
Look
can
at
buy
those
this shirt.
crashing waves. I told you this place was awesome.
Ayo, side boob. Side boob pog. Ayo, short hair pog. You can buy this shirt, by the way. Ayo, leg. Ayo, leg. Ayo, leg. Ayo, leg. She looks back at us to make sure we're all as overjoyed as she is. With all her excitement, you'd think she was the one who had never seen the beach before?
This is...
Her voice trails off as her head swivels around. Still trying to take it all in, I silently step up behind her and take her hand. She doesn't look at me, but the small squeeze she gives my hand is all I need to know that she appreciates it.
Pretty incredible, huh?
She closes her eyes and tilts her head up towards the sun, taking in the summer glow.
It's better than I ever dared to imagine.
For a moment, I'm reminded of the glow that surrounded her the first time we read together. Was it the first time my heart stopped when I looked at her? It's happened so often that I've lost count. For now, I've known her as a human for longer than I knew her as a ghost. But she still got that same otherworldly beauty that she had back then.
Thank you, Madison.
Abigail looks back at me and smiles.
For everything.
I know the kiss is coming before Abigail even starts to move, and I'm more than ready for it. I wrap my arms around her and let her lips press against mine, our bodies perfectly pressed together.
You were worth the wait.
We touch our foreheads together, fingers intertwined. There's no need to say anything else. For once, Tara waits for us to finish before interjecting. But the instant we separate, she's back to her boisterous self.
Are you guys coming or what?
Morgan puts her arm around Tara's shoulder as she waves us on. Not missing a beat, Tara pushes her long hair to the side so Morgan can kiss her cheek.
Come on, I'll race you there.
You're on.
Those two turn out to have such a surprising amount in common. Whatever store of energy they both draw from, it seems to be infinite. Morgan and I go at a much more similar pace. Although even she's more enthusiastic about going along with Tara's craziness. Love does that, I guess.
You go ahead, babe. I'll catch up.
Me too. My swimsuit definitely isn't built for sprinting.
Abigail grins, gives me a nod, and another quick peck. Tara tries to do the same, but Morgan pulls her in for a full-on kiss. When she pulls away, Tara looks completely stunned.
Better hurry, Abigail. Don't waste the head start.
That's the first time I've ever seen a kiss used to give someone a tactical advantage. I can respect that. Abigail takes off running while Tara blinks away her daze before dashing after her.
No fair!
Yes, it is! You have longer legs than me!
Morgan and I are left in the dust before both chuckling at our overzealous partners. I doubt either of us expected someone so energetic to be such a perfect fit.
We should probably go after them.
Lead the way.
We both take off behind our girlfriends, entering the water and rushing into their arms. I can barely feel the cold of the water as Abigail's warmth envelops me.
And here I thought you were going to keep me waiting again.
We lean in for a kiss at the same time, our lips pressing together in a deep, warm union.
Don't you worry, Abigail. I'll always be right behind you.
The smile she gives me puts the sunlight to shame.
I know, Madison. I know.
Oh, 3 achievements! Sound of the Woods, End of the World, In Love with the Ghost. Art of the Woods. What does that mean? Look at that. Happy ever after. Why does clicking give me... I just click sometimes, it brings up a different image sometimes. I'm so confused why it does this to me. Title page. The promo banner. Look at them. Guest art time. Never mind. Why did it start chapter 1? Guest art. Never mind. They said no guest art. I'm gonna try again. Going back. Going back. I'm sorry, but an uncut exception occurred while running code. Full trace. No guest art allowed for you. I do not let you do it. The game is now crashing. Give me a second of this. That's hilarious. Oh, wait, I need to save this. Oop. I didn't save that as an image. Well, I need to save that as an image. God, it does weird. Weird like that. You don't mind me, I'm doing things. I'm trying to do things quickly and quickly. Where's the button I'm looking for? This is it. That's comma. And then I just close this game. Quickly, hurry up. Hurry up, me! Move faster! We're doing fun things now. We're being fun and gay. We're doing fun things now, guys. I need to pull it up on the stream. Where is the puzzle source? Where is the browser source? There it is. It's an old one. I don't care. Oh, it's an old one. Pulls up and looks at that freaking depressing image. Alright, new puzzle time, guys. We're doing puzzles again. We're doing another puzzle for fun. Because why not? You also get the taskbar existing in the puzzle. It's puzzle time, guys. Let's put some music up. Where's the game? We need music. Game, give us music. Video game. Steam, respond. Steam! Steam is being a bitch. We're puzzling. 100-piece puzzle. Because why the fuck not? Four pieces of the puzzle. And we're gonna have music by the game in the background as we do puzzles. Puzzles. It's puzzle time. Because what else do we do? Wait patiently and do other things? Hell no. We're gonna make gays in a puzzle. Enjoy the Windows bar existing in the puzzle as well. Alright, let's see. Let's see. What can we do? I have Abby. I'm starting with Mads. You got Mads existing. You puzzled this one as well? With the Windows bar on top? Or without the Windows bar? I'm playing Windows mode because I'm weird. Without the window bar. I'm a weirdo who plays in windowed mode.
In this life, we have so much time.
see. Okay, let's move. You can line up. This one was. I just love looking at the Windows bar existing. It's so funny to me. Just looking at it. What is anything? Oh, we have a boob. Side boob. Side boob. Side boob. Hera's face. Hera's face again. Hera's arm. A singular eye just staring here. Hello, it's me, an eyeball. Come on, where is anything? There's hair. More hair. T-shirt, okay. Okay, little t-shirt. Getting somewhere, this is good. Okay, little shorts. Face, her face, her face. Okay. Oh. I'll just go there. Bro, puzzling is hard. Why is puzzling so difficult? We almost got the bottom piece. We almost got the frame. Where's the frame? Where's the rest of the frame? Not yet. See? Oh, we're missing one frame piece. Oh, we got the frame. We got the whole frame down. Hog champ. I see you shaking that. Ibs piece. The Ibs piece. I just love the shaking of the window. The whole window? No, the puzzle. Sometimes it's hilarious. We need to move things. We need to move things. We can't see anything. We can't see it. No, don't take it more. Or maybe you do. Maybe this might be reverse psychology. I just failed. Oh, there's her face. Hey, her face. Got a face now. Oh, champ. Arm. Oh, that was accident. Okay. We have an arm. We have an arm, everybody. Where does it go? I don't know. I love the music, it's great. It's such nice music. Almost there, we're almost there, guys, we're almost there! Damn! Let us go. Speeding through. Oh, there goes the puzzle. Oh, the puzzle's going places. Up. Oh! Oh! Damn. Y'all don't want y'all don't want the stream to end apparently. Y'all don't want this puzzle to end. Oh, wait, we're going with the puzzle piece. Hey yo, come back here. Hey, bro, come back. You just took the whole puzzle away. Woo! We did it. Woo! Look at us go. Booba. Yes, Booba. The Booba of Zoomies. As the Booba of Zoomies? But look at y'all also want cute stuff? Look at this. Look at them go. Look at this pineapple pizza double date. I can't scroll for some reason. There's no scroll wheel on this interaction. I thought there would be. Look at that. Look at them. They're gay. Look at these gays. Look at them. Look at how gay they are. I'm sorry. Were you imagine? Were you married? Hey, what the? I didn't notice this. What the heck? Will you marry me? Hey, yo, we have the same idea. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Great minds, am I right? Then the other one. You haven't? They're stickers. They're not so. You can still buy them. They're $7. I'm totally not paid to promote their merch. Not at all. I'm not. It'd be funny if I was, but I'm not. Imagine if I was though. That'd be very meta. Ooh. You know, you can buy this background if you want. You can buy this background. It's a postcard. The postcard is. I closed the store back page on accident. The postcard. You can buy you can buy their room for $5. The postcard. You can buy this postcard for $5. Ayo, buzzcut. Look at our girl Morgan. Look at Maddie, just the Loch Ness monster. Look at Maddie studying away film, doing film studies, all diligent and whatnot. I love them so much. They're so cute. And for what? And for what? It should be illegal to be this cute, am I right? What side stories? Side stories? What the fuck? What are you talking about? Huh? What? What are you talking about? You're delusional. Oh, art book. Yes, we love another art book. Art book's fun. Ah. Fun. Oh yeah, I have image description on, that's why. And screen shake on, yes. Yes. That's why I had a narrator sometimes, like, oh yeah, it's image description, describe what's happening in the image. That's why there was a narrator in my game, and not Rat's game. Yeah, that was the whole stream. That was the whole stream, nothing else to do in this stream. That was the whole stream. Nothing else in the stream, just that. There's nothing else for the stream. Not at all. Yeah. On the store. I wasn't lying. You can buy it by itself. It's on sale. I think. Yeah, not talking about two whole endings, and there's totally isn't a thing on the top of the screen right there, and totally nothing else, that's it. That's the whole stream, nothing else, just gonna raid out to some... Just gonna find us on a raid, yeah, nothing else to do. Nothing else to do on the stream at 6 p.m. Nothing else to do. Damn, no one I know is playing any games on Twitch right now. What a shame. Totally have nothing else to do. Totally nothing else to do. Yeah, totally. For the stickers, gosh, hey, fine. Fine, there. Nothing else to do. That's all we have. That's the whole stream, we're gonna end it there. I have nothing else, totally. That was the whole thing. Nothing else to do at all. Okay, fine. Fine, you've twisted my leg enough. How am I gonna do this? Let's see. What do I have on? Be brave? That's up and down movement, right? Kind of? Let me check. Let's see. Mount twist, enable, show. Up and down movements available, yeah. Forwards, backwards, horizontal, blink, effects. I don't have nothing, okay. What do I mean? I don't know. What do you mean? Be brave? Do the rest? I don't have time. I have. How long is the rest? How long does it get the rest? How fast does it get the rest of it? Do you know? Did you do all of them on your stream, Rat? It's pretty short. Okay. Fine. And you turn the browser source off. Where's the button? There it is. It hasn't crashed yet. I literally said the game hasn't crashed yet. Tap back into the game, and it fucking crashes. For fuck's sake! Okay. I need to refill my hydrate water and stuff, so I'm gonna just do a quick ad break because I can. And I'm gonna need some water and do some bio break stuff while the game opens itself again. Be back in a minute. No puzzle for you. Can't bully me! I saw that! Ow! Ow! Rude match! Ow! Stop bothering me! assuming you heard all of that while I was away. I'll be yelling at you from across the house. I'm assuming you heard all that. Well, we're back. I don't know why my character is doing that on my preview. Lol. Okay, anyways. Alright. I can't believe we got the best options. I can't believe Rat and I are just built different. Fuck. Ow, Brood. How could you? I also like the implication of there's a second sword that just appears as if the one on my side doesn't exist. I just get bonked by a non-existent sword. A second sword of the one that's on my hip, which is funny. It just appears and hits me in the face. I can't believe Rat and I are just built different. That we get to choose our endings. You got the why are we here? Damn. Damn, big sad. Okay, let's go. Where was it? This one, back here. Alright, time for Morgan to die. Let's go. Let's get Morgan killed. Let's go. Let's kill Morgan.
I promise I'll make it up to
Let's
you.
kill Morgan, guys. Let's kill Morgan, everybody. Let's get her fucking killed.
I'll make sure you get home safe.
I'm not going to let any of them get hurt again. I promise that to them and to myself. Maddie nods.
I trust you.
Thank you.
At this point, it might be more than I deserve. I'm grateful for their kindness. I turn and face the direction of the church. I've said my part. Now it's time to keep moving.
I'll see you at the ferry clearing, where all this will end.
Let's get her killed, everybody! The other two nod in agreement. Without looking back, Gelato and I head for the church. This is hardly a plan. It's barely more than an idea. It relies far too much on luck and everything going our way. What if I were to hit skip? That's all we have. We're just cruise past the trauma. What the fuck just happened? It just went way past what I've seen. What in the world has happened? Good thing I see. What's my setting on? I'm curious. What's my setting on? Because it's been doing this for no unseen. If selected, unseen text will be skipped in skip mode. If selected, skip mode will continue after choices. If selected, skip mode will continue after choices. If selected, in-game transitions will be skipped. I have none of them. You guys gotta sit through all of this and read normally. I can't get the easy way out. As I approach the doors of the church, they burst open. I've been expected. I don't waste time. I rush in. But I did that and it just went through. It just went past things. Let's just go from here. Are you sure? Because I feel like I've... I don't know,
Morgan,
I'm dumb.
are you alright?
I don't know how things work. Okay, let's see. It did stop. The fact that it just overlaid everything together just made it feel really weird, and like I've seen something I haven't seen yet. You know? You know what I mean? Like just overlaid things, the gay magic on dangling Terra looked really weird.
I'm afraid that I panicked and I sent the signal to Madison. I tried to help you, but I couldn't. My own power is still weak, not nearly enough to match Evelyn's.
You should have let me die.
None of this matters. If Maddie isn't able to stop Evelyn, it was going to be unlikely to begin with. And now our odds are even worse. He must know as much. The second of squished Deladora on the left was really jarring. the squished Deladora really is not helping the situation.
Thank you, Cheladora.
Look here,
for
just the fact that
everything.
there's just a squished Deladora there.
Let's check on Terra.
Of course.
Hold down control. Sure. Just hold down. Just gonna keep holding down. I'm gonna keep holding it down. I'm just gonna keep holding it down. I'm trusting you, Rat. Okay, this is new. I look back at Terra, who scowls at her foot as she tries to move. There's no way she'll be able to. I don't have long to act. My thoughts feel like a fog, pressing against the horror before me and numbing me. For once, the numbness fills me with a sense of peace and of purpose. I know what I have to do.
Terra, thank you for everything. Really, I mean it. Everything.
For once, my being bad with words is the strength here. Confusion flashes across her face, but she doesn't interrupt. She searches my face as I continue speaking.
I love you. I really do. I'm sorry for everything that's happened. I hope that you'll be happy.
Wait, what are you...
But I'm already walking away.
I made a promise.
I can't even face her as I say it. I choke on the words, and my tears that I don't even try to fight. Deladora reaches a paw out towards me as I pass by, but I continue walking.
Thank you, Cheladora, for everything as well. For the years you kept me company.
I turn and I face them both for one last time.
Goodbye.
And then I run towards Maddie and Evelyn. The prospect of a life with Terra, even if only a distant dream, was better than anything else Eisenfeld had to offer me. But it was always just that. It was always a dream. It is time to wake up now. I'm not surprised that it's come to this. In my heart of hearts, I think I always knew that it would. There's no way I'm going to let her win this time, though. I force myself to ignore Terra's screams of protest behind me. I wish that there was another way. But there isn't. Somehow I feel light. I feel lighter and more free than I ever have as I race towards Evelyn. I just need to push her. I just need to push her over that point. Abigail sees me coming and says something, but the words don't ever register in my head. My last regret that I don't have time to tell her how much I hate her. I hope she can see it in my eyes as I gather my strength for one last sprint, launching myself at her. Her eyes go wide as we crash into the waters of the lake together. The rest is silence. I see Morgan tackle Evelyn. Watch them hit the water together. I see it, but I can't stop it. I see the moonlight and the water both shimmer and shake. The water splash everywhere. The two of them thrash around. I see the splash stop, and then go still again. I see Jeladora, the cat, stretched and sprawl as dark magic envelops from her paw. I see her form emerge as the rightful fairy queen once more. I see all this happen, and I never see Morgan come back up out of the water again.
Babe? Morgan?
I'm yelling at the lake. I'm yelling at the place where she disappeared, but nothing's happening. I try to take a step forward, yet then my foot is screwed. I fall down on my knees in the sand.
Shit!
I'm yelling at myself. And how fucking useless I am! Like always!
Please, no!
I drag myself to the water's edge. I can see Maddie rushing over towards me. I don't care. She's not the one who's important right now. I strain my eyes for any trace of her. Why hasn't she come back up yet? I mean, she didn't hold her breath a long time. This is pushing it, even for her.
Tara.
I'm sure that if I turned my head, I could see Maddie. I don't want to. I know Maddie's there. That isn't the problem. My fingertips scratch at the smooth surface of the lake. It washes away the sand grains under my fingertips. A little bit further, I can pull myself out of the lake. I'll find her. I'll bring her back.
Tara.
I can feel her hands slip under my arms and pull me to my feet. Like always, someone else taking care of me.
Let me go, Mads! I need to help Morgan. She went in, but...
Tara!
I finally turned to look at her. She's crying.
Tara. She's gone.
I don't want to believe it. I can't. It can't be true. Not after all we went through.
You're wrong! She can't be gone. We were supposed to go home together. She was supposed to come back with us. She was supposed to...
All of the things that we were supposed to do come to mind at once. To try to push them away. I collapse in Maddie's arms, sobbing. She hugs me tightly. I can feel my own tears drenching down on the back of my neck.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm happy for them. I really am. I think Mads has tried to hide it from me. I can hear the smiles and excitement in her voice, even when they don't show up on her face. And the way she looks at Addie, the way they hold hands. She's just really delicate in a way I've never seen her before. The change is obvious. I've got to be supportive, right? Any good friend would be. It's just... Our last few days in Eisenfeld feel like they're gone in an instant. I guess I'm also kinda zoned out during them. It's hard to describe, but none of it feels real. It's like I'm watching myself in one of my own videos. I can hear my voice, hear myself laugh and joke, but that's not me. I'll be sitting in the living room and look at a clock and it'll be midnight. I won't even remember doing anything else that day, and then I'll just go to sleep right there on the couch. I can't go back into that room. And it's like that for however long we have left. It's all hazy. I don't even remember packing. And then we're at the train station, getting ready to board. Abby is pointing at everything and asking all kinds of questions. I don't think she's ever seen a train before. Mads is so patient with her. She even seems to enjoy explaining all this stuff. They're good together. Before we get on board, Mads grabs my arm and pulls me aside.
Oh, it was a lot slower than I thought it would be. Quick.
Hey, listen.
She says.
I just want you to know that...
I interrupt her. I'm okay, Mads, really. You don't have to worry. I flash her the old grin and finger guns. I've done it so many times on camera when I was sick or tired that I don't think even Maddie can see my heart isn't really in it this time. At least I hope not. She wraps her arms around me anyway.
I just want you to know that I'm here for you.
I can feel the tears want to come out. I'm not gonna let them. I wrench my eyelids shut and take a deep breath. That's all I've got. My pride. Mad steps
Really good.
back,
I do love
hands
it.
on my shoulders. She smiles at me. Abby smiles at me. Both of them have this look of pity in their eyes that they don't even try to hide. That's the last thing I want.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Maddie says, and she leads me onto the train. Abby's a big bundle of giggles and excitement. You'd think it was already Christmas by how she's acting. Then again, it's probably better than Christmas for her.
I can't believe we're finally leaving. I never thought this day would come. I never even dreamed about it. And now, it's a little scary.
Abby says, her eyes shining. She's literally vibrating in her seat. It's scary for me to leave too. Just not in the same way. I realize I'm staring at her too late. Our eyes meet and I look away towards the window, but before I do, I see that look on her face again. Pity, mixed with guilt. She doesn't even say much after that, at least not that I can hear. She and Mads kinda just whisper to each other while I stare out the window, watching the forests and mountains pass by. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was just starting to have all these plans. Things were starting to feel certain again, and now... There had to be some other way. There had to be. I'm not sure who to be angry at. I don't know who to blame. Hours pass. It's hard to tell. Abby falls asleep with her head on Maddie's shoulder, and Maddie just keeps shooting me these concerned glances every time she looks up from the book she's reading. She doesn't say anything, though. She probably doesn't know what to say. I sure as hell don't. I lay my head against the glass. It's cool, and the way my head bounces off it as the train goes along is kinda soothing. I wonder how this train ride would have gone if... Would I be the one with my head on Morgan's shoulder, sleeping like Abby is with Mads? I'm glad they're getting their happy ending. They deserve it. They really do. But what about what Morgan deserved? What about what I deserved? It doesn't feel fair. It doesn't feel right. But it does feel real. I wish it didn't feel so real. I sigh. They look so content, the two of them. A good friend would be happy for them. God, I wish I could be.
See. That's a ending. Why are we switching to Maddie? Stepping foot in our apartment again elicits a strange mix of emotions. There's the relief of being home and the elation of having Abigail here with me. But there's a lingering sorrow from one very notable absence. Morgan should be here too. Tara makes jokes, blows off personal inquiries, and avoids showing any signs of intense pain she's feeling. I have to imagine she's furious with me too. Everything I say to her is met with hesitation before she responds. She hasn't looked me in the eye for days. She told me she doesn't blame me. But how could she not? We all know that I could have changed this. When the time came to act, I froze. Morgan paid for it. There's the thump of scurrying paws from one of the bedrooms. That's great pre-roll ads, I don't care. There's a thump of scurrying paws from one of the bedrooms as BT hears the door, and both Tara and I smile as we watch the cat both down the hall towards us. I can't help but think of Jaladora. I'm sure Tara can't either. Still, Tara kneels down and BT leaps into her arms, nuzzling at her face as she tries to kiss his head. I miss you too, buddy. It's good to see you again. Places him back on the ground and he makes his way over to me, purring and winding between my legs. I let him show his affection for a minute before he stops and looks up at Abigail. He's normally not great around new people, and I told her to brace for the cold shoulder. Hopefully she is not too disappointed after spending so many years making friends with the forest animals. Oh, hello. You must be BT. Aren't you the cutest little thing? Abigail kneels down on the ground. Rather than hiss, he licks her face instead. It seems her affinity for animals wasn't left behind in the forest. Meanwhile, Tara drops her bags and passes by. Hey, you guys have fun with the boy. I'm gonna head up to my room. I want to say something. I need to say something. But words fail me. It's something I can say or do that I haven't already. I watch her go, feeling like each step, the gulf between us grows. I give Abigail the tour of the place. Show her our room, the kitchen, living room. I explain each modern appliance and convenience, and she listens intently. I pause outside Tara's closed bedroom door, wondering if I should knock. I don't. She returns to the room, settle down on the couch. I can't read the rest. Sit down on the couch. Abigail's gaze sweeps over everything, and I know she's bustling with questions to ask. But she keeps them all inside for now. For now, it's just the two of us finding solace in each other. She doesn't blame you, you know. I turn my head to face Abigail. Wait. Can you read minds too? I didn't tell you about that one. I'm not the only one who's easy to read, Madison. We both know you did everything you could. Even if it takes time for her to process it, I'm sure she's as aware of that as I am deep down. I might not know her as well, but I know that she's a good person. You are too. Morgan gave her life so that the three of us could survive. We should honor that gift, all of us. A thud behind us makes me jump as I whirl towards the stairs. I'm expecting Evelyn to jump out at us again. It's going to be a long time before I can shake that fear. But it's not her, of course. It's Tara, back again. She reaches out for one of her suitcases, making faltering eye contact with me. I can tell she's still not sure how to feel. But the fact that she came back down here is a good sign, right? I want to reach out and offer some real help, but I know she has to do this at her own pace. Maybe if I just reach out a little. Hey, Abigail and I were going to maybe order some pizza for dinner. Do you want us to order some for you too? We can get Hawaiian. She looks at me like I'm speaking another language. The awkward silence makes me immediately regret my offer, but after a moment she smiles. It's small. Only on her face for a moment. But it's real. The first real one I've seen from her since we left Eisenfeld. You hate it when I order Hawaiian. The last time I did, you talked about it, how it was unnatural for 10 minutes straight. I wish I could read what that says. Is that a no? That fleeted smile widens, and this time it stays there. By my side, Abigail smiles too. Tara sniffles, and for a moment, it looks like she's going to cry. But with a small cough, she suppresses it. Instead, she gives a small nod. There's no way I'm gonna miss out on a chance to make you experience the joy of pineapple pizza. You're on! Having said her piece, Tara turns and heads back upstairs with her bag. I can tell the distance between us is still going to take a long time to fully repair. I know that as long as we're on the same team, we'll get through it. We've proven that time and time again. We all have our share of fears for the future and regrets towards the past. But we all have time to face them and to grow. Because that's the best way to honor Morgan's sacrifice. We're going to live our lives to the fullest. Without regrets. We're going to do it together. Restless one. Even unlocked. One way or another, it ends tonight. I'm leaving Eisenfeld and I'm taking Tara with me. Jesus Christmas. So many emotions. Time for Maddie to die. I don't care what it takes. Evelyn will be stopped. Tara and I will leave for the life we talked about. That I've dreamed about for so long. I'm going to protect my legacy. I'm not going to let her hurt anyone else. Maddie and Abigail smile weakly. I wonder how I must appear to them. At first, Maddie thought I was crazy. Even if she accepted my apology, I wonder if her opinion has changed. It doesn't matter what she thinks, though. All that matters is getting out of here alive.
I'll see you too soon.
I don't waste any more time talking. I set off for the church. Time for May to die! Come on. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Huh? I don't have long to act. If I run for Evelyn, she might hurt Tara before I can get there. If I don't, there's no telling if Maddie will be able to stop her. Of course, it might already be too late to help her anyway. Tara is gritting her teeth through the pain. If I leave her on her own, she'll be helpless. I can't let that happen. I face towards Evelyn again. I have to stop her somehow. That's all that matters, even if the realization that it might cost me my life rushes through me. All along, I've been aware of that as a vague possibility. I've always known it might come to that. Future with Tara, I've been pushing the forefront of my mind. The pain I've been pushing aside to move forward. The memories and the emotions of the past overflow and hit me all at once. All the things I thought I could forget. But now, in this moment, faced with that decision, I freeze. My whole body seizes up, and I fall to the ground.
No. No. No.
Not here. Not now. I can't afford to be paralyzed like this. Not right now. The cracks in my psyche freeze over and hold, and the curse within me grips my every muscle. Years. Years of feeling nothing. Weeks of pushing forward and still. Fear triumphs. Is this really how it will end? Am I really not strong enough to do anything? Something soft brushes against my arm, and I look over to see Geladora hurrying towards the lake. She turns back towards me, meeting my eyes.
Take care of Tara.
What do you mean? What?
Goodbye, Morgan. And thank you.
With that, she dashes off into the lake, quickly disappearing. I don't even get the chance to yell her name. I'm able to stand knowing now that whatever happens is out of my hands. If I'm going to die, at least the curse gives me the courtesy of letting me face it on my own feet. And then, Evelyn's ball of magic crackles noisily, and I fling myself in front of Terra, shielding her with my outstretched arms. She cries out in fear, and I brace myself for the end. But it never comes. A warmth spreads throughout the clearing instead. A bright light blinds me, and I hear Evelyn vocalizing something. Between a gasp and a snarl. I turn, just in time to see the silhouette of a beautiful woman leaping from the lake. Though I can't see her face, I just know that it's Jaladora, the real fairy queen. For a brief moment, she hangs there, suspended and framed by the moonlight. She waves her hand in a slow, elegant gesture, like a conductor directing the orchestra. Light glitters at her fingertips. Then she throws a light towards Evelyn. Two things happen simultaneously. The shards of light shred through Evelyn's form, leaving glittering, luminous trails where they cut her. She remains on the shore, frozen in a position of pain, as her whole body shakes and shudders like a glitching image on a TV screen. Then she starts to melt, starting from her feet and working quickly up her body. She collapses inwards on herself, leaving behind nothing but a thick, black goo that stains the sand. At the same time, Jaladora limply crashes to the water, her life force spent. Her fragile form dissipates into the starlight that's scattered across the rippling surface, her brief return as queen already over. Everything is quiet.
Is it over? Is she gone?
I think so.
Melting away into a sludge is a fitting and hopefully permanent end. Here and I separate, and she leans on me for support. And then, I start to hear a buzzing sound. It comes from all around us, spreading through the trees. Fairies burst forth from their hiding spots, swooping over our heads and across the lake. They don't pay attention to Terra and I, nor to Geladora's sacrifice. Instead, they flock straight to Maddie and Abigail, forming a thick cloud over their heads. I'm sorry, Geladora. I push thoughts about her in the back for now. I help Terra over to where our friends are, as quickly as we can manage. Maddie looks distraught, while Abigail tries in vain to comfort her. As she gets closer, I'm able to hear just what it is the fairies are saying.
Our queen! Our queen!
They chant the phrase over and over. I feel nausea as I realize the consequences of what's happened. Without Geladora, there's no fairy queen to take Mighty's place. By your agreement, she has to stay here. Forever.
It wasn't supposed to be like this. Just Tara and me, without Maddie and Abigail. And it's my fault. Something changed about the fairies' magic the instant Jaladora and Evelyn died. Maddie and Abigail both faded away from sight. We didn't even get to say goodbye. It's not like they're actually dead, you know? So we don't really have to worry about them. Tara's been saying stuff like this since we got on the train. Since before then, in fact. Her wording makes it sound like she's trying to reassure me, but I know it's more for her own sake. Not that I mind. I'm willing to indulge anything that makes it easier for her. That's true. And with Maddie's magic, I'm sure they'll never be bored or lonely. Yeah, for sure. Plus, I'm sure Mads can, tell her all about film theory, recite the script to her favorite movies a bazillion times. Stuff like that. That nerd. She's in tears before the sentence ends, and I pull her into a tight, guilty hug. The rumbling of the train makes it uncomfortable, its motion slamming her against my chin repeatedly, but I don't mind. As far as I'm concerned, I exist right now just to make things better for her. As much as I can. no matter how inadequate. We haven't talked about what we'll do when we get back. The prospect of a future together is equal parts bright and ominous. I know we'll get through it, together. But I also know how hard it will be. Still, we've been through worse. Much worse. Everything I own is here in this train car. The belongings that I wanted to take with me fit in a suitcase. I didn't say goodbye to anyone. I'm sure the village will be lost for a while without Evelyn, as they recover from her influence. But just like the rest of us, they'll be better off in the long run.
Bruh.
We left most of Maddie's
This was
things
your first
behind.
ending? Crazy. What
Just
the
in
fuck?
case she comes back for them, Tara explained. We also left 2 train tickets on the table in the cabin. Tara had printed 4 before we had even reunited with them. Just in case.
Oh,
For so many years, I dreamed of a train ride like this.
What the fuck?
A one-way trip out of Eisenfeld and towards a new life. There are still hours to go before we get to the city. And then hours of waiting for our flight. And then hours to be spent in the sky. I wish I could sleep through them all. Neither Tara nor I got any rest last night, even though we tried. We just spent the whole time tossing and turning. In my mind's eye, I kept replaying those final moments. As I hesitated. And as Jayladora sacrificed herself. It was only due to the rippling moonlight that she was able to stop Evelyn. To save Tara and I. If I had done something differently, then I'm sure it wouldn't have ended that way. Maddie and Abigail could be here on the train with us. Jayladora back with the fairies. Except this is real life. My choices brought us to this point. And now we have to live with them. All I can do now is make the best of what we have left. Even if it takes years, I know that we can heal. Together. I'm looking forward to that day. I'll become the kind of person that Tara deserves.
Bruh. What'd you do? Did you freaking slay back in sadness at the freaking burning tree part? And how the fuck did you mess up so badly? It takes a week or 2 before Tara is able to go into Maddie's room. She only stays in there for a few minutes before the tears start flowing. After 3 weeks, she calls Maddie's family. I hold their hand while she listens to them sob. I forgot I have Auto on still. Fuck. They don't speak to her again after that. It takes 2 months for her to be ready to start clearing out Maddie's room. BT keeps stretching at the door, waiting for Maddie to open it and let him in. It takes a long time for her to make her video about what happened. She keeps it vague. She moves on to something new. We get our own place. The old house had too many bad memories. We give our new home a new life of its own. We heal. We grow. I waited a long time before I proposed. About 5 years after we first met. I get down on one knee and ask her to spend the rest of our life with me. Who would have thought that just randomly just burst out? Fucking hell. Jesus fucking Christ. Ah, shit. She freezes for a moment. I start to worry, and the tears start to flow, and she pulls that big, goofy grin. You choose I can do this, or vice versa. Both times you don't get your right. Okay. Obviously, I wasn't planning on spending it with anyone else. Her parents are thrilled. I'm surprised they love me. And I get to call someone mom without feeling sick to my stomach. Mom helped me pick out a suit. Dad help they pick a venue. It all goes smoothly. We get married in the spring. Can't decide if she wants to wear a dress or a suit. And ends up wearing both, the suit jacket with the gown. I love it. She writes her own vows, and everyone laughs in the front row. There are 2 empty seats. It was her idea. You never know. They might still show up. It'll be mad awkward if I didn't place for them. They don't show up. But somehow I get the feeling that they know. Wherever they are, I bet they're happy for us. I hope the 2 of them are happy as well. Tara and I are. I kissed Tara on the altar. It feels like I'm kissing her for the first time. It's the most wonderful moment of my life. As I kiss her, I silently thank Maddie and Abigail. To the door too. This would have been possible without them. That night, I carried Tara across the threshold. She wants it to be cliche as possible. I have to admit, I like it. It's sweet. It's happy. It's healing. We're complete. We will be for the rest of our lives. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Abigail. Goodbye. Fuck. Oh, fuck. I'm ugly crying. The fact that all the emotions came fucking rushing towards me the moment I started reading the epilogue of that ending. What the fuck? It literally hurts me physically. It hurt physically to fucking read that whole thing. Oh my fucking god. Ah, fuck. Jesus fucking Christ. I swear, they did that on purpose. They made you read the bad ending epilogue yourself on purpose. They fucking wanted that to happen. I swear, they did that on purpose. They voiced a good ending epilogue. They had us fucking read it physically. Read it to ourselves. Oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ. This hurt more than the Miho scene. Miho realizing what was her name? What was her name? Realizing the fate of her person. That hurt more. The fact that she calls them mom and dad. Jesus Christ! Why? Stupid! You fucking bastards! I hate you! I didn't make such a fucking good game with good dialogue and good characters that we fucking love so much. Oh my fucking... And I have to do 6 squats after that? Also, Rat, you lose. You guessed 10? It was not 10. You lost. Get fucked. All because none of you pointed out the silent gushes I made. Get fucked. Good shit. Yeah, good shit. This is... You should have realized the pausing moments of me just staring and tilting my head in appreciation into the silent gush. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. You should have assumed! You wanted me to suffer? I've suffered emotionally. You wanted me to suffer physically? You should have said something! This is all your fault. It would have been funny. It would have been great. We love calling you out. We love calling you out, Rat. You should love calling other people out. I added the gush meter just for you. Literally, for fun. I don't have one usually. This is your payback. This was supposed to be your payback. You didn't take it. You didn't take the payback. Now you shall suffer on your next visual novel stream. You should keep it. Keep the pay. Fine, I'll keep it. I really wish the guest gallery worked, but it doesn't want to work. I might have to reinstall the game for that, but I'll do that some other time. I'll have to back up my things. The gush counter. No! Why should I keep the gush counter, huh? Why should I keep the gush counter? That's your thing. You're the gush tuber. I'm not the gush tuber. I'm the demon wolf girl VTuber. You're the gush tuber, rat. My friend is playing Soundpad. Well, the next visual novel I'm gonna play isn't gonna be gay though. That's the thing. The next visual novel I'm playing on next week is Steins Gate Elite. That's not very gay. That's not very gushable. It's Steins Gate. I don't know, is it? I don't know if it's allowed. How much is it a category on Twitch? I wasn't aware. Non-gay is allowed. Yeah, non-gay is allowed. No one's stopping you from playing non-gay games. Even though I've played many a gay visual novels before. Non-gay VN sounds weird, really? I think you're the weird one, Rat. Are you sure? I'm sure. I'm pretty sure I've played... Technically, not Moxtron's kind of gay. I don't know. Are you sure shakes in rat language? I don't know, fam. I think it's allowed. I think it's allowed. No one said you had to. Again, no one's forcing you to play these cute gay games. No one's making you do that. But yourself. You're the one who's making yourself do it, rat. You know what's funny? I wasn't planning to play Heart of the Woods initially. I was planning to play what's it called? Without a Voice. And then Studio Alon tweeted about how Heart of the Woods is the lowest it's ever been, and it's really cheap. I was like, okay, Studio Alon, you've pulled my leg. I will invest in this cute in the Heart of the Woods, and this is where we're at. We're here and now. This is where it got us. Their promotional tweet about the Christmas sale, about Heart of the Woods being the cheapest it's ever been, won me over, and I bought the game, and here we are. At least 12 hours in. Definitely more than 12 hours into this game. Actually, I can tell. Steam tells me how long, actually. 18.3 hours playtime. $18 hours of Heart of the Woods. All achievements gotten. Jesus Christmas. Alright, it's squat time, I guess. It's just time to squat, to do the squats. Let's put some music on. Ultra rare spooky mix. Alright, let's do the squats. You ready? Camera, exist. Okay, where's the preview? My camera. There it is. Here, go out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It does, because it's tracking my face directions, and it's just like, it goes places. I did it. I did 6. Facial tracking, baby. It's revolutionary. Only 6, because you didn't call me on anything else. Not your fault. It could have been more, but it's only 6. Stretch? Okay, I'm stretching. I heard many cracks there. I think my back cracked, my arm, my shoulders cracked multiple times. Many things cracked. Well, I guess with every ending gotten, and a retweet from someone on Twitter. That's you, actually. That's you who retweeted the tweet on Twitter. I guess that's it. Let's see who anyone I know who live stream right now. Definitely not you at the moment, or are you? Who would it be worth streaming at the same time? Just sitting here, watching my stream on your stream. That'd be funny. Wait a minute. What's this? What's this I seek? Hey, yo, what's this I see? Are you ready for this? Alright, I found someone who's streaming a game we both love, Rat. Let's see. I don't have a raid message. So like, you can, if you want to make one, it's up to you. I don't really know. But we're gonna raid this person. I don't know who they are at all. They're strangers to me, like you were a stranger to me. They're strangers, but they're playing a game we all love, know and love. It's great. And I guess with that, thanks for hanging. Thanks for coming over. Thanks for, you know, forcing me to do 6 squats and then doing the other endings and bawling my eyes out unexpectedly, randomly, while reading a fucking dialogue of Morgan. Oh. I will see you guys Saturday for something. I don't know yet. I don't know what we're doing. Gay raid? Gay raid is the raid message? Oh wait, okay. Let's make one real quick. I have time. I can't see my emotes. I need to make this bigger so I can see. Do quickly. Time is running out. Get out of the way, VTuber model. Quickly, I need to find the emotes. Where are they? Because I'm slow and I can't find them. Doop. No. I'm gonna cancel it. I'm gonna cancel that for a minute. I'm canceling it for a minute so I can type this properly. I'm too slow. This will be the raid message, guys. Enjoy. Raid message. Make sure that's copied. Let's raid them. Let's go for the raid again. Where's the thing? It's in here. Let's start the raid again. Properly this time. We have the gay raid message ready. Invalid username. I messed up somehow. Why? Oh, channel. Put the word channel in front of it. Oh. Press again. Okay. Alright. Now we're going. Goodbye. Thanks again, Rat, for the sub. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for being a cool gay rat. Love ya. You're always welcome in my chat whenever you want. It was great seeing ya. Hope you had fun. I will see you maybe Saturday for something. Don't know what I'm gonna play on Saturday yet. I don't know. I've said that 3 times already.